On. I think the thing started. What is up? Welcome to NFL preseason week 2. Giants, Dolphins, Hunnaball. We're here. I turned the stream on 5 minutes early because Crafty Southpaw doesn't like the thumbnail. Here we are. Hopefully it's going through. If it's not, please let me know. Chat's very good at letting me know when things go wrong, so I always appreciate that. And yeah, I'm trying to get a little scoreboard going here. I don't have much hope, just because any kind of stream graphic is always such a pain. But let's see if I can do it. We're just gonna riff this right now off the top. See how great that looks? Come on. It worked. Oh my God, it worked, and it doesn't look terrible. Okay. Now, white text on a white background. That's not gonna fly either. I was supposed to change the text color. I never got around to it. So I think our best approach. See, this is why I wanted 5 minutes. See, now I'm panicking. I mean, we have the scoreboard. We have the green screen video going here. If you can figure out what the video is, you get a bonus points. We got Muhammad here. We got Crafty Southpaw. We got John. I was just watching the Vikings taking on the Ravens, the purple out, and that was a lot of fun. Carson Wentz humiliation ritual. That's what it feels like, honestly. But good game. From what I saw, it's very tough to pay attention to preseason very closely. I went to Chargers-Niners, and I couldn't tell you much of what happened other than the Chargers lost. So there's that. Great. Now in your Flores eyeballs from the frying pan to the fryer of creepiness. Did we think that did we like the thumbnail? The fact that it was creepy makes me kind of, I'm excited. I like that. I think a creepy thumbnail beats a boring one. So, Halloween came early. I still want to see about this. We got RJ Bricks here. What's up? Right in time for Giants Dolphins preseason. This is you see this game on the calendar and you circle it. All right. Preseason or not, Giants Dolphins, historic rivalry between two just god awful teams. I'm kidding. There's no history whatsoever. I will say the first NFL international game played in London was Giants Dolphins. So that's why I'm wearing this shirt. It definitely wasn't a coincidence that I just riffed off the top of my head. So welcome. It is a beautiful Saturday. Maybe. I don't know where you are. I mean, there's lightning in Cleveland. I was trying to watch the Shador game, but then there was a weather delay. So, it sucks that Kevin Stefanski and, God are working against Shador Sanders. They just don't want to see him win. It's so frustrating. Let the guy have a chance to throw the pigskin. Reminded me of a creepypasta. I like that. Your thumbnail is a nice Manhunter reference, whether intentional or not. You know what? Considering I am a man and my name is Hunter, I'll take it. I'll take it. Let's see if I can figure out this text really quick. If we can do this, this will be a error-free stream. I could have sworn I actually changed the text to black after the last stream, so I'm a little annoyed that didn't happen already. But maybe we should change the Giants blue. Really change it up in here. All right. It says the save has been updated, so hopefully that works going forward. If not, don't blame me, blame Streamlabs. Thought your shirt was intended to celebrate a new friend named Don Lon. Lon Don. Oh. It's cool, right? Would you believe me if I said it was on clearance? I bought this for $3. Anytime there's a Fanatics or an NFL shop or frankly any online sale, I'm all about it. When it's closed, because you can get great stuff on clearance. I didn't wear it on stream last time. I have so much shit in this room that's off camera. My God. All right. So I got this jacket, Abercrombie, saw an ad for it during the Vikings game. Clearance, $70. The text is black. That's an interesting look. Kanye said he wanted to be the best dressed rapper. Well, I may be the best dressed streamer. I mean, look at this. All 4 Super Bowls right there. Could you imagine if we won a 5th and I could embroider another one on there? Right? We got Giants fan 10 here. What do we think of the jacket? Just an ideas here. I uploaded a football video about the Dolphins curse. Since you're the football guy, let me know if you're... Oh my gosh, I would love to check it out. We should totally watch that. Send the link in the Discord and let me know what channel you put it in. The Discord's a mess right now. I'm going to fix it eventually. I mean, it's not the #1 thing on my to-do, but it's going to happen. Also, I normally hate buying jerseys, but that's nice. Thank you. Exactly. Buying jerseys is tacky. Buying team apparel is more expensive. Thus, it's better. I don't know. It's just with jerseys, there's that crowd of people that are like, why are you wearing someone else's shirt? And as much as I hate that kind of person, the person who likes to, rain on everyone's parade and, oh, why do you like sports? Just guys running into each other. Why do dudes like watching other sweaty dudes running into each other? It's like, that would be like watching Dancing with the Stars and being like, why do people watch Dancing with the Stars? It's just people jumping around. It's just people walking on stage. It's like, if you're going to reduce it to the simplest form of human interaction, then yeah, it's going to sound stupid, but there's so much more to sports. I got off track. The point is that crowd hates on jerseys. They're kind of right. That's why I like team apparel. Shop the clearance sales. That's my Hunnaball tip. This fucking game gonna start or what are we doing here? I got the scoreboard and everything. Pretty official, right? Great jacket. We got Otis here. Otis, thanks for showing up, buddy. Damn, we missed you last time. I wanted to talk about Mike Washington and how the Raiders look pretty sharp. And Kirk Cousins fighting with Max Crosby at practice. I wanted to learn more about that, but then I saw the top thing that came was a McAfee video, and it just kind of killed the mood for me. Speaking of which, I got to load up some McAfee music because he did not copyright my stream last time when we listened to some of his music. So we can go through the whole thing if you guys want to. We won't, but I mean, it's an option if this preseason game is a real mess. Phil Simms back in the commentary booth for a preseason game? Why isn't it starting? I'm on NFL Plus. It says the event hasn't started. It's 1:02. I can already tell. I'm going to need a water or something. Wait, is that Ian Rappaport? Okay, the game started. What's going on here? The game started. NFL Plus bricking me once again. Just get it from a shady Chinese company. That's another great one. Here we go. Okay, can I turn... I forgot that NFL games don't start right on time. I got too used to it during the World Cup. Funny story, my friend's girlfriend... We were going to a soccer game. We were going to a watch party for one of the World Cup games. And she goes, it's 1:02, or whatever time it was. The game had started. She was like, but the games have been starting late lately. I don't know. FIFA sucks. And it's like, I just thought it was funny because she was so wrong. So I'm not trying to glaze FIFA. So one thing soccer does a lot right. Starting games on time. I really fucking appreciate it, man. That's such a big thing to me. Starts at 4 o'clock. I'm not even the most punctual guy, but this is the NFL here. People got stuff to do. See, we got too many people in the chat. Now I'm just gonna be rambling and be way behind. Poor Phil. I never get credit for that second Super Bowl Sims. Well, that was his Carson Wentz here. The backup stepped up and did exactly what he couldn't. Jeff Hostetler. Yeah, that's the thing. People talk a lot about Nick Foles. There is no Jeff Hostetler statue in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Just saying. Everyone talks about the standard. Oh, shoot, the Eagles. Oh, man. The Giants standard is not... A backup quarterback wins the Super Bowl. That's not even a big deal for us. That didn't come out as great as I thought it would. Are you watching college this year? I think so. I don't know if I'm going to commit to every single college game just because videos and shorts, and I want to make a Substack. That's another thing. All that's going to take a priority over watching college. But if we got a free Saturday and there's an interesting game, I'd like to watch it. I got a lot to say about college football. I just don't know if I want to say it right now. You guys know I'm not the biggest college fan. This Brendan Sorsby stuff, I didn't stream through it, and I don't want to talk too much about it because it's just a bummer story that's just very enigmatic of what we're going to see more and more down the line. College players and professional athletes alike, just gambling on everything. But before I get into that, I want to ask a question. And I know that I'm not responding to chat as much, which is a bummer. I hate when I do that, but here we are. Do women gamble? Is that a thing? I was realizing that last night. I'm researching the Chargers and their history, for funsies. And I saw one of the former mayors of San Diego was in debt over $1 billion in straight gambling debt. But the crazier part of the story for me was not the $1 billion in gambling, not that she was a mayor, but that it was a woman. I've never heard of a woman being caught with her hand in the cookie jar gambling. And that's not me trying to sound sexist. I just haven't heard of it. So am I pulling at straws here, or like, because women do sports too. I mean, there's nothing stopping women do sports. Women play sports as well. There's nothing stopping Angel Reese from throwing a DraftKings bet down. So I just think it's interesting that all these stories are men. I don't know why that is. So I wanted to get into that. I forgot what I was getting into before that. Yeah, college. College is a mess. Brennan Sorbsby, what an embarrassing look. If he continued to play in college, that would just be so awful. I mean, that sets an awful precedent. I'm really glad. I mean, I wish I streamed through it, but given the end result, I think it worked out. Just the lawmakers figured it out, and he's just going to do the draft next year. So it's a solution. But when, I forget exactly where it was, but like Texas judicial court or wherever the hell he plays, granted him like eligibility to play. When that happened, fire the alarm bells. Sports are at a canon event right now, and if we don't nip this in the bud, who's to tell what could happen? Interviewing Jeff Hafley on the field right now. We're about to get this game started. 0-0. Drop a like if you haven't already. Drop a like if you liked the thumbnail. You know what? Fuck it. Drop a dislike if you didn't like the thumbnail. I'm trying to do some market research here. So you know what? I never ask for dislikes. Fuck it. Drop a dislike if you don't like the thumbnail. I want to know. Anyways. My female, okay, yes. My female friends who gamble are far more degenerate with it than my male friends who gamble. I've never heard of that. That's crazy. Only old women gamble, but they do old school. Okay, that's fair. I've seen that. I've seen older women just hammer the slots all night long. That's not what I'm talking about. You don't hear about like, I don't know, you just don't hear about like a female athlete or like a female celebrity or any of that like getting caught gambling, you know? Any more stories? They don't. Muhammad's calling, they don't. Hostetler turning a gutsy Super Bowl performance. Bill Steve was hitting him like he had a price on his head. He did deliver a gutsy performance. The running back won the Super Bowl MVP, Otis Anderson, but he did deliver a gutty performance. Hate it or love it. Coin flip. I don't know who won it. Also, Bills Browns. Quick checkup on that. Bills are winning 17-7. Shedeur Sanders, 9 for 11. 1 touchdown and 1 interception. So that's good. Deshaun, on the other hand, 3 for 8, 24 yards, no touchdowns, and 1 interception for a passer rating of 6.2. 6.2 is Deshaun Watson's current passer rating. I don't know if he's going to continue playing. He did get a 10-yard run, so there's that. I like how Shedeur, I'm like 1 touchdown, 1 interception. So that's good. I just said that without even thinking. Like that's the standard for Shedeur. He threw a touchdown. Just the interception is null and void. I don't think they really do something to do with the psychology of men being more risk taking. That's probably the answer. I was just curious if there was any kind of like concrete like. Yes, the like is a football. Good. I'm glad Otis liked the thumbnail. Dropped a like for VeggieTales top 3 Christian media alongside Passion of Christ and Prince of Egypt. I haven't seen Passion of Christ. Everyone talks it up very highly. Is Passion of Christ better than God's Not Dead? Everyone's favorite film. I'm not going to shit on God's Not Dead because, I don't want to be that guy. But I'm also not going to sing its praises. That's for sure. Dolphins starting with the ball. VeggieTales down here. I hope I don't get copywritten. We got Dominic Zavada with the kick. This guy is head and shoulders ahead of Ben Sauls, whom I like a lot. Dominic Zavada, watch out for the name. This guy's tearing it up in camp. He's just a hell of a kicker. I'm blanking on the guy's story. It's probably interesting. When you have a name like Dominic Zavada, it's not like, oh, he's from Michigan and he just went through the regular route. No scoreboard in Miami, but a good first kickoff. Deonte Banks is suited up. He's ready to play. We're going to find out if he's on the first unit secondary. That's a big thing. Jalen Wright is taking kicks for Miami. That pick for Sanders is fluky. It bounced off the receiver. It was fluky. It doesn't count. I searched it up. Men generally gamble more, especially with large sums of money. Women do gamble, but they tend to stay on the more reasonable side. So they know how to balance it. Maybe they watched the Kurt Warner gambling ad and they know their limits. God's Not Dead 1 is 5 out of 10. Okay, it's not pure shit. Man, the other God's Not Dead are awful. There's multiple? I thought there was just one. First down carry for Miami. Jalen Wright is stuffed behind the line of scrimmage. Was that Arvell? Good play. I don't know who that was. They're showing Darius Alexander. DA sighting. First play of the game. I got to turn the AC on. Definitely gonna need a water break one way or another. You should eat the expired food on the wall. There's no food in here. I'm not that gross. I wouldn't leave the candy in there. And even if I did, I sure as shit wouldn't eat it. Remember how awful that protein candy was? Play action pass. I want to say it's Zach Wilson. Rolling to his right. Cannons it. Incomplete pass. Nice coverage. Greg Newsome. Rare good defensive play by the Giants secondary. Holy shit, that is Zach Wilson. Wearing 1-5, 15. Trying to fill the giant shoes of Quinn Ewers. That's not Zach Wilson. That's Miller. Scotty Miller? Who? Miller? Wait, Matt Miller? I didn't talk about that last stream. Interesting story over at ESPN. That's Cam Miller, short for Cameron, I'd assume. 25-year-old quarterback out of North Dakota State. 6th-round draft pick to the Raiders last year, and he just went incomplete. Nice play by Tyler Nubin. I gotta say, first drive, I didn't watch it as much as I wanted to. Good looks from the Giants defense, top to bottom. Very happy. There are 5 gods not dead, but I do what the franchise this is. Wait. I think the message got cut off, but there are 5? Jaden Daniels might sue them. All right. I don't think it's meant to be anti-Semitic. Go to be deaf, come off feeling away. What the fuck? Oh, wait. Isn't the passion anti-Semitic? Never watched a Christian movie. Just saw the South Park episode. Oh, shoot. I didn't watch that. No, I didn't. I haven't seen the passion, so I can't speak on it. But then again, I haven't seen Jurassic Park either, so, you know, don't get mad at me, church. All right, first down coming up for the Giants. This team, something feels good. Something feels good right now. We got Jameis going out there, so Dart is not playing today. I couldn't find whether or not he was going to play. So, I mean, the answer is here. Marcus Bowe starting at left tackle. I can't really see the rest of the unit, but I'm sure it's a good one. I don't think Francis Mauigoa is going to play. I think he got a little stinger at practice this week, so I don't think he's going to play. He may have not played to begin with. Let's see. Jameis in the shotgun. Play action to motor. Jameis checks it down to Darius Slayton. Boom. Boom. I had to hesitate there to make sure he caught it. 2-3-yard gain for DA, or DS, my bad. Jarv's here. Going to my first soccer practice of the season tomorrow to play? I would hope so. Watching a soccer practice doesn't sound very fun. That's awesome. Good luck. Speaking of women betting, I just had a girl text me saying she should bet today. Like, that's game. It's game. One of my Hinge matches, she had a picture in front of a slot machine. I was like, so you bet? And we almost went out. So I'll take that as a win. Motor Singletary losing 2 yards. Devin Singletary runs like Le'Veon Bell. If Le'Veon, you know how Le'Veon Bell was very patient and slow in the backfield? Imagine he didn't run forward. Like he was just patient and slow and then got tackled. That's what it's like watching Devin Singletary play for the Giants. Do you have a film degree and you haven't seen The Passion? I mean, Jurassic Park. Same movie. Yeah, no, that's the running joke. I'm the fake film degree. I got a degree for a bit just so I could, act highbrow. And people ask me, what do you think of that movie? You're the film major. It's like, I thought Mario 2 was pretty good. Thank you for asking. 3rd and 5. Jameis drops back into the pocket. Finds an open Darius Slayton. Go! Go! Nice. Nice. Going into Dolphins territory. Okay, it's 0-0, but that's about to change, fellas. You would think it's anti-Semitic, it's Mel Gibson, but who knows? Who knows, man? Vikings fans crying because Caleb Banks is in their first ballot Hall of Famer in the second week of preseason. John should just have a keyboard shortcut. Just Vikings fans complaining because. Just hit it every time one of these streams happens. Always news on that front. 1st and 10. Jameis Winston, empty backfield. He's got Slayton on a bubble screen. Doesn't choose to pass to him. Finds Theo for 9, almost 10. Make that 11. First down Giants. We look good. Listen, I see Rodriguez. I believe that's Jacob Rodriguez out of Texas Tech. I would have really liked for the Giants to select him, but, here we are. The Giants kicked ass in training camp this week. I don't know if you heard about it or not. I'm a little plugged in when it comes to Giants training camp news. And they're smashing the Dolphins. Dart looks good. The pass rush looks ferocious. That's Harbaugh's words, not mine. And all in all, it seems like a pretty good week, too, for Big Blue. It's been a hot practice too. End around run. Is that Calvin Austin? I think it is. I want to say, who the hell's 82? I want to say it's Ruben Randall. It's definitely not him. It is Calvin Austin, 82. So Giants in the red zone, looking great already. And I'm excited, man. This team looks pretty good. I got to hand it to him. Week 1 of the regular season is still preseason. That's fair. That's fair. Listen, the week 1's a liar. We said it last year. Is it just me, or are people taking preseason way more seriously than normal? People love sports right now. This is the golden age of sports. I keep talking about when sports are going to die because eventually it can't just be an infinite money glitch where sports teams are worth more than all other sovereign nations. It can't be Baltimore Ravens invading, the Soviet Union or Russia, whatever. Like, you can't have that, right? Eventually it's going to plateau. But at the moment, this is a golden age of sports. And when there's no sports now, you feel it. You feel it, man. Like, this last August, I know you guys are baseball fans, and that's awesome. But, like, it felt hollow. It felt empty. Following sports. I was watching swim meets, for God's sake. I was at the gym today and I was watching a golf match. Nothing wrong with that, but damn it. Can football start already? People are foaming at the mouth. Jameis Winston play action bootleg, throws to the end zone and misses Chris Manhertz. 3rd and 6 coming up. I think Jack Kelly gave me a sneaky good find for us. I'm good with missing on Rodriguez if he contributes. Jack Kelly did have a good game last week. I didn't notice while we were watching, but I read an article that said he had a good game. I feel like he did. Singletary's a solid RB3, yeah. But I mean, wait, I'm sorry. I know Jarv said something about Singletary and Najee Harris. By the way, Najee Harris, welcome to Big Blue. I'm done with the Singletary slander. He's a quality RB2-3. He is a quality RB3, I guess, but like, I'd rather have. There are 3 better running backs on this roster. Okay, that is a fact. There are 3 better running backs, and Devin Singletary doesn't give you anything that you couldn't get from any other depth running back in this league. He might be a slightly better blocker, and he has experience, but like, there's such little needles to move. I mean, running backs move around all the time. Did you know Khalil Herbert was on the 49ers? I didn't. Running backs move around all the time. It's very possible to find another guy who does what Devin Singletary does, and Devin Singletary has taken the veteran minimum, and I'm still not super into it. It doesn't feel like we're getting anything meaningful from him, at least in important moments in regular season games. He's fine to see right now in preseason. Let's see. I feel like people anticipate the preseason more when we come off a lackluster Super Bowl. Another great point. And maybe was this a more discussed draft? I know the quarterback class wasn't super strong, but obviously we discussed the draft a lot. But for the rest of the world, was that like a big thing, this draft? It's tough to gauge. I'm offline, so if I say something way off or way wrong, let me know. Nothing else. Jack Kelly's gonna be a stud as a special teams player, and that's something. That's something. Harbaugh's got a special teams background. We can get the most out of him. I was watching wrestling. Let's go. But wrestling, I feel like a lot of people watch wrestling now just to get mad, and I totally get it. I hate watch a lot of stuff, but it feels like that's a big common thing in wrestling right now. Is there any Giants running back that's worth grabbing besides Scat and Fantasy? I mean, I want to say Tyron Tracy. I really like Tyron Tracy. I don't know why. He came to the team. Oh, shoot. Someone's hurt in Miami. Number 17. I don't know who that is, unfortunately. Team Moore. Tim Moore? I don't want to be wrong, but Team Moore is injured. Trey Moore. So he's hurt from Miami. I want to say Tyron Tracy, but I don't think so, man. There's receiving upside, played wide receiver in college. I love Tyron Tracy, but he just doesn't feel like a solid fantasy option. Jameis, 3rd and 5, steps forward in the pocket. Is he going to run? He's going to keep it himself. Jameis Winston dives for the end zone. I think he just scored. I think Jameis Winston just scored a freaking touchdown. 6-0 Giants. Booyah. Come on. Jameis Winston, 11-yard touchdown run. Now that's someone you want in fantasy. Jameis Winston, the QB handcuff. I got to change the scoreboard here. Oh my God. Why is this so hard? Why is this so difficult? There we are. Boom. 6. Let's see if it goes to 7. I think they're going to take a look at the touchdown. It looks close. For my money, I think he got it. ESPN confirmed the point after. So there it is. Boom. Look how crispy clean that looks. I don't even have to use ESPN. So much better. Maybe if I enjoy watching like 5% of wrestling nowadays. The rest is either apathy or I'm actively pissed. Thank you. I'm glad I'm not talking out of my ass here. I think you meant legit Olympic style wrestling, not professional wrestling. Oh, I see. That would be fun. I mean, I feel like I'd enjoy it for like a match. I mean, it's fun. There's something novel about watching a sport for the first time, but after a couple watch throughs, you really gotta appreciate it, or else it's not gonna work. Like I tried watching lacrosse. Like when I was a youth coach, I had a private client that played lacrosse, and I've never been a huge fan of lacrosse players. To be candid with you, I've always thought they're one of the worst, at least in high school. Just like one of the people I want to avoid. Not because like, oh, they're gonna beat me up. Well, watch out for the lacrosse guys. It was just like, oh, the snooty lacrosse kids, watch out. But I met this kid, and he seemed like a real nice guy, and he was. And I tried to get into lacrosse, my very best. But my God, is that sport boring? At least to watch. Like, damn it. I had more fun watching swimming, and that's, you don't have to be like, swimming is not the most entertaining thing either. Watched 9 earlier, and he's so bad. Come on. We're having fun here. Welcome to the chat right now. Speaking of young quarterbacks, McCarthy was shit. Oh, shoot. Okay, so Southpaw introduced it. You could see KOC on the sidelines shaking his head. I missed it because I was watching, what was the other game that I was watching Colts, I think it was Falcons. Was it Colts Falcons? Whoever the hell the Colts were playing. And it was not a fun game, but I was hoping to see if Dan Jones would get out there. He did not. He's still very, he's still in his recovery, but I wanted to see if Dan Jones would play for Indy. I didn't even think about GH getting out there. Late fantasy pick I like this year is DeMarcus Robinson with the 49ers. Heard he could be a wide receiver 2. Well, then an all right wide receiver 3. I mean, isn't Stribling like everyone's favorite sleeper right now? I don't hate the pick. I don't hate the idea of DeMarcus Robinson. Otis has a new profile pick. Is that for Usby? Aiden O'Connell? Who the hell? I can't tell who that is. Colts play the Falcons. Yes, I got it. Hell yeah. And what a game it was. He wasn't that bad. He would hit his wide receivers in the hands. They dropped it. Literally went through Miles Price's hands. Interesting. Maybe I should go through some tape here. Maybe at halftime we can go through some highlights and see Nine's day, as well as see the Shador interception. I want to know what the hell happened there. Falcons had a much better showing than last week. One thing I did note from my brief watch of the Falcons game, they ran the ball extremely well. So hopefully that continues. Obviously, they've got a pretty good running back over there in Bijan Robinson. So Giants up 7-0. It's pretty good. Pretty good start. I'm not going to lie. This little corner here is really, really bugging me. So I got to fix this. Well, that didn't fix it. All right. I think we got it. There's the tiny asparagus as compared to his bigger brother, bigger asparagus. I couldn't tell you. Bob the tomato, Larry the cucumber. Now I can't tell you a single VeggieTales character. Couldn't tell you the name other than like the squash. AOC the goat. Okay. Should be Kurt, honestly. Dribbling is moving up. It's cost to pick player. Dribblings around Debo. Marcus often goes undrafted, so around last pick. That's fair. I guess, yeah, if you're going like deeper sleeper, then yeah, I like that idea a lot. Who was it? I want to make sure I remember it. I get so mixed up with Niners wide receivers. DeMarcus Robinson, that's the one. Former Ram. Ollie Gordon, first down, Gary. I think Ollie Gordon was a 5th round pick. I want to say he went to Texas. I'm pretty sure he went to Texas. Big bruise and back, Ollie Gordon. I thought he was a fun handcuff to have last year. Didn't really pan out, though. So Miami gets a first down. The Paulson Adebo sighting. He didn't do anything, but he is on the field. Did Kirk come back 17-0? I got to watch these games. I don't know. Damn it. I don't know. I was prepping this stream. Miller. It's Miller time from the 35-yard line. Hands off to Ollie again, who gets about 3, almost 4. Pretty clear game plan against us here. Run the ball. Run the damn ball. The Giants' run defense sucks. And I gotta say, it's not a bad plan. It's very much not a bad plan. I'm trying to follow this episode here. Okay. There was something else I wanted to talk about, but I forget. I wrote it down though. Let's see. Oh, also, any soccer fans out there, Manchester United lost to Hull City, I believe it was called. Hull City. Did I say Man City? Manchester United lost to Hull City. If you know, you know. Where the hell are these talking points? Oh, yeah. Okay. This one's not as fun. I posted my fantasy team in the Discord a bit ago. All right, I'll check it out. I want to talk about this really quick. I'm not following too much of preseason action just because it's kind of meaningless. But the Cardinals, man, have lost their first 4 draft picks already to injury. That's Jeremiah Love, and I don't know why I can't remember the rest of them, but they all got hurt. And that's a big gain for Miami right there. Flag on the play. I want to say it's Chris Coleman. Big gain. We'll see if it comes back. The Cardinals are screwed. I wanted to say that. The Cardinals are screwed. I might have to do a video on them. What is the Discord, honey? You're not in the Discord? Just an idea? The Discord is the Hunnaballers. Shoot, yeah, let me pull up the link here. It should be in the description of the channel. It might not be though. We got a little Dak Prescott on the cover. Gotta love Dak Prescott. First Ravens with their center down Bateman arrested for assault. Are we seeing the start of a Crosby curse? We might be. We might be seeing the start of a Crosby curse. I gotta find this fantasy team. Check down play for Miller, or no, Miller keeps it himself, or is that a sack? That's a sack. I'm sorry. I tried to catch up to the play. I couldn't in time. That was a sack. Nice play. Miller in the line behind the line of scrimmage. Where the fuck is this fantasy team? Carson Beck also injured. That's another. How could I forget about C. Beck? Damn it. Big sack though. There's a conspiracy against the Irish too many injuries. There should be a whole investigation into the Cardinals. They lost 28 players to injuries at the end of the season. Well, no one's questioning whether or not the Cardinals have cheap facilities or turf or any of that. They definitely don't protect their players. I mean, I'm sure there are high school cafeterias that have better food than the Cardinals. And I can say that without a shadow of a doubt, without any research at all. Like, I'm sure there's an obvious answer there, but I can tell you, man, we looked at the Cardinals facilities on stream. It was one of the funniest ones I saw. They work out at an LA Fitness. Gail is here. Let's go. Love it. Second take. All right. What'd Jarv say? Giants reported the league's second preferred choice after the Patriots to serve as the Seahawks opponent in 2026. Is that right? 3rd and 12, handoff, Ollie Gordon. Is that a fumble? Fumble! I think Micah McFadden fell on it. Or maybe Miller recovered it. I think that's Giants football. It looked like the Giants recovered. That's Giants football. Huge, huge day for Big Blue. Oh my God. So it was a 3 and out, an instant tub, and then a fumble on the other end. Yeah, they got a little bit of a drive going, but we stopped them when it mattered. Who says this run defense sucks? Hopefully I'm wrong. That was an Ollie Gordon fumble forced by, or no, Jalen Wright fumble forced by, I can't see. Who the hell? I was going to say it's Cordell Flott. It's definitely not. Cordell Flott is no longer on the team. Was it Drew Phillips? I couldn't really see. Mike McFadden fell on it though. 7-0 Giants. Football is ours. Hot take, Cardinals aren't going to win the NFC West. Hot take, the Cardinals might lose every game. I said that last year about the Seahawks? The Cardinals might lose every game. I think last stream or a few streams ago, I was saying, who's going to have the number 1 pick? Is it Miami? Did it be Cleveland? It's the Cardinals. Handedly. Not even close. The Cardinals. The Cardinals will, I said the Titans were going to lose every game. The Cardinals suck. The Cardinals suck. And I think Jeremiah Love's good, but that is a recipe for a team that loses a lot of games. When your running back is your best player, I'm not saying it's wrong to invest in the running back, but a rookie in this team, in this division, with these vibes and these injuries, 0-17. Archie, are you stupid? There we go. Thanks, Otis. Is Reese out the game once Fields gets taken out of the game? I'm out. Fair enough, man. Reese is in the game, though. Yes. Cardinals field shit. It ruined the last Super Bowl that was played there. They should have been barred from hosting another Super Bowl after that. The field is shit. But I mean, the cool thing about Arizona is there's nothing over there. So you never feel too cramped. Even if there's traffic, at least you can look around and just see a vast desert. So that's kind of nice. Kind of takes your mind away from it. Traffic in a city is much worse than traffic in a rural area. That being said, traffic in a rural area, basically, it's not supposed to happen. So when it does happen, there's a major issue. Remember getting stuck in Northern California. 8 hours, bumper to bumper traffic. It was so slow, I was on my laptop. That doesn't sound like that big of a deal. But the reason I was stressed was because I was doing like important college registration stuff. And the traffic was so slow that I was like filling out my social security number. Anyway. Said about the Titans last year. Yes, I did. And you know what? I gotta give the title to someone else because I don't think the Titans are going to go 0-17 this year. Although Cam Ward, you want to talk about a preseason faller, Cam Ward did not look good in week 1. Have the Titans played yet? I don't know where we're at for game 2. Also, the Bills are bringing that belt to the Browns. The Titans have not played yet. They play tomorrow at 5. Primetime game on Fox. Seahawks, Titans. Not a Super Bowl rematch, but maybe a preview. Everyone hated on the Saints last year, but they were all right. That's true. Hopefully, Hoodad Hank can join our stream once or twice. It's always fun when we get a Saints fan in here. Give me an OBJ touchdown and I may stay. Yeah. Hey, you see what I mean? Well, Darius Slayton looks good, so our prayers have been answered. Jameis hands off to Tracy? That was Tracy, right? 2 3-yard gain for Tyron Tracy. He's just quicker. He's just quicker than Devin Singletary. You can't get excited about motor. It's a cool nickname. Harvard is the Arizona State of the East Coast. I mean, I really appreciate that ASU people can make fun of themselves. No one is uptight at ASU. It's very hard to be, I feel like. That's too broad of a statement. I'm sure there are uptight people, but you know what I mean. 2nd and 8 coming up. Jameis under center. What's this? 11 personnel? I just said that to sound smart. That offered nothing. Play action pass. Jameis looking, little screen pass there to Tracy again. There's that receiving upside. Gets about 3, almost 4 yards on the play. 3rd down coming up. Never used Discord before today. Which room should I post a video into? I did a video on how the Dolphins not kicking on the Broncos 70-20 game cursed all the players and the coach. Oh, man. Put that in second take. That's exactly what second take is for. Yeah, I made a bunch of new channels for the Discord. I just never made them public because I just, wanted to like announce and like, clarify what's going on here. We'll get to it. Bigger fish to fry, like getting a new scoreboard graphic. I think the Titans will at least have a tough D thanks to Salah. I mean, they've spent a lot of money. They should be better. Will they compete for an AFC South title? I don't think so. Jameis steps up, 3rd and 4, incomplete. Give us a flag there, man. Give us a flag. Who was that? I don't know who that the intended receiver was there. I know OBJ was on the field. Jameis just missed him, so 3 and out for the Giants. Don't love that, but whatever. That was to T. Connor. Travis Connor? Tanner Connor. And it was Drew Phillips who forced the fumble. Nice. So now we've got silly songs with Larry going on down here. I'm bummed that I'm missing it for a Giants punt. What is this? All right. He's quicker at getting our quarterback hit. Well, that's true. that's fair. I'll give you that. That was a tough hit. I wish we watched that on stream. I would have had a nice reaction to that. But we were trying to figure out the NFL Plus. That was like the moment from last game when Tyron Tracy misses a block and Jackson Dart gets smoked. We're going to commercial in Miami. So I will do the same. I do not want to play that same honesty video, though. So let me see if I have something else downloaded that could be kind of funny. Or the sportsmanship video. I'm sick of that shit. Let's see. Actually, I got the Andy Reid punt, pass. Huh. Band Geek Sweet Victory. I got it. I so got it. Oh, man. First bot of the day. Drop a like if you're a bot. Elizabeth Hepner really enjoyed her moment. It's a lot of messages that just got erased. Good God. Okay. Came at the right time, too. Waited for me to say I was about to drop off. Where? Okay. Here we go. Boom. All right. Hopefully this works. Still the VeggieTales, right? All right, I'll be back.
Just talked to Jack Tate in Washington. He said when they found out they had the number 5 pick, first thing they did was send a copy of their playbook to all the guys they were interested in.
Right, we do the same thing.
No, they put a little special twist on it. They tape a $100 bill to the last page.
Why?
So when they're interviewing the guys and they ask them if they read the whole playbook, of course all of them are going to say yes. About half of them, they mention the money, but the other half don't. So when they tell them about the $100 bill, most of the guys get embarrassed. They get flustered. They fess up that they didn't read the whole thing. But ask me what your boy Bo Callahan did.
You know, I really hate playing this game with you.
Ask.
All right, what did Bo Callahan do?
Neither. He said that he'd read it, and then he didn't say anything.
They didn't go to the freaking kid's birthday party. Spoiler alert for draft day. The best movie. One of the reasons I wanted to make the video, they have the Dolphins' best wide receiver now with Waddle. Oh, shit. Wait, that's an interesting angle on the Broncos-Dolphins. Oh, shit, made a shorts video on this, but if you need a long-form video idea, Oorang NFL team was made to sell dogs, though it was an interesting short, but could easily have a deeper dive. Oorang NFL team. Obviously, an orange NFL team. Browns? Dogs? Is that what we're getting out there? Did you check out my fantasy team? I couldn't find it. Wasn't just that play neither. You missed the block on the other play. You got sacked too. We're back in Miami. Tyron Tracy, yes, he's not the strongest blocker. This is the receiving upside, though. Think about the receiving upside. All right. Let me see. Oh, you know why I couldn't find it in second day? Because I didn't scroll down. There it is. All right. All right, I got Otis's team pulled up. Focusing on the game, but we'll check it out in a second. Bot targeted football streamer. They're getting smarter. They are getting smarter. They're getting more common as well. In second take, I love Brewer Hicklin so much. All right. Oh, there it is. Yeah, no, I gotcha. It's a better name than the other one we had. 2nd and 9 coming up from Miami. I missed first down, so let's not miss second. Miller still in the backfield at quarterback. Sending McFadden on a blitz, 5-man rush, and the sack gets through. Mike McFadden, kind of a dual effort with Pickens there from the inside. Nice sack, though. This pass rush, I know it's preseason, but I think Miami might suck. That's another great point. Miami sucks. Boom. Boom. Oorang Oradales. They were made in the 40s to sell dogs to Americans, but stopped being in NFL 3 years later for being awful. Huh. All right, well, I gotta look. Now I gotta Google this. Now I gotta look this up. And by the way, pass is incomplete on 3rd down. We're gonna get a punt in Miami. Play never got developed. Nice play from Paulson Adebo there, blocking the ball or knocking the ball out of Tutu Atwell's hands. Oradal. Okay. I don't think anything else is going to come up if I search that. Oorang Airedale. Wait. That's a dog breed. I'm losing it here. I'm losing my mind here. I feel like I'm in an episode of The Twilight Zone. I don't know what the hell's going on anymore. 4th and 15, big punt, not a great punt. I hope the fair catch wasn't caught there. All right, there it is. Nice return coming. Nice return. Calvin Austin getting the special teams work. For Higgins, a AAA outfielder for the Braves, but he hit a four runs MLB in the show against my friend. There you go. Boom. Gotta love a troll video game character. For me, I had a troll video game enemy, I guess. My friend would always pick Ben Wallace. My friend, good family friend of mine, would always pick Ben Wallace. We would make 2K rosters, and Ben Wallace in 2K, he has the perfect badges, the perfect build. He is just such a pain. If the other team has Ben Wallace, you cannot score down low. Sucks. What's the layout of the room? So the layout of the room right now is pretty minimal. Glad you asked. So wall, of course, door, green screen, floor, plenty of lights. I got black. My shirt's wet. I got blackout curtains. That way the lighting's a little more manipulatable. So as you can see, if we turn this guy off, it's pretty damn dark in here, right? We got a second light going. I'm just going to turn it the other way. That didn't really do the effect I thought it would. But as you can see, it's pretty freaking dark in here for 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Pass goes incomplete. Darius Slayton didn't even see it. Second down coming up. It's pretty freaking dark in here. So a lot of it's behind the scenes stuff. But yeah, it's going to be a 6th season. I'm excited. We got plenty of shit in the works. So, tune in. It's when people call you a bot in order to invoke human response. That's hypocrisy. Wait, what did I miss here? Plot twist, the bots are real people and we're all bots. We just don't know it. I mean, I'm not real. Imagine that. No, I'm definitely not AI. I'm too fucked to be AI. 2nd and 10. Jameis Winston in the backfield. I see we got Lars here. What is up? Welcome to the stream. First down and then some from Tyron Tracy. Not that much some, just like 1 extra yard, but moving the sticks. We're doing a fantasy league. So Muhammad from the chat, Muhammad Darwich, 9036, good buddy of mine. He is going to be running point on the Hunnaball Fantasy League. Now, the top we're going to do 1 league for now, most likely 1 league. I don't think there's going to be an excess of amount of people that want to do it. 1 league for now, and it's going to be a guillotine/death league. And I think that's really important because it's just a pain in the ass keeping up. Tyron Tracy breaks to the outside, gets a first down, a little bit more. Oh, good block by Odell Beckham. He might be hurt. Hold on. Odell Beckham, I saw him on the ground. I hope he gets up. So I'm rolling around a little bit. I don't think he's hurt. I think we would have seen it, but let's wait and see. Odell Beckham did get rolled up on a little bit, but I think he's okay. It seemed like he got up fine. Let's see this one more time. Darius Slayton with a decent block. Remember when I said Odell Beckham Jr., nice block? I was wrong. That was not a nice block. He didn't really do much. 1st and 10, another play action boot. Jameis has the easy pass, finds Fedoni, who I wanted to score, but he didn't. 5-yard gain there. So the fantasy league, we're going to do a guillotine/death league. If you don't know what that is, 12 teams is what we're going to do. 12 teams. And then the lowest score of the league, cut out of the league. Because it's such a pain in the ass keeping up with a fantasy league for 17 weeks. I like this as a happy medium, especially for like an online kind of like dynamic here, that we have here. That way, if you get bounced, if your team sucks, you're not gonna win. You know already. And what happens is once the last place team gets eliminated, all of their players enter the waiver pool, which obviously creates chaos. So we're going to do that. Fumble on the field for the Giants. Looks like a Dolphins recovery. I'm not certain of it. The Dolphins have it. Like it was good looks until it wasn't. I think that was a Tyron Tracy fumble. Definitely the running back. It was Tyron Tracy, who was having a really good drive. He has now fumbled. Great. We're all AI of the earth, just a massive data center. Well, that's what happens when you live in a data center economy. I've been saying that. I've been saying that at like adult events to sound smart. That's what happens when you're in a data center economy. I think it sounds smart. It doesn't. Tracy could just never get a hold on that ball. It wasn't even like a strip fumble. He just coughed it up. It's a rainy day in Miami. It's preseason. Everybody knows it, but definitely not something to get excited about and not good for Tyron Tracy's PR. Yes, Otis, a head-to-head in a Death League. Yeah, so the Death League is what I'm gonna be joining. Because I can only keep up with one fantasy league. I hate doing multiple. Miller steps forward, incomplete. Nice play from Deontay Banks. Not today. Banks are closed. Spielberg movie tried to warn us, but it was boring. What was that? 27/7 Space Odyssey? Is that the one? Yeah, no, us all being AI, that's a real mind fuck. That's a major reason why I got off the internet. There's too many bots. Too many bots on the internet. I'm sick of seeing it. I'm sick of seeing the AI rage bait. And even then, as someone who's still offline, I still see AI shit all the time. Can't even scroll YouTube without seeing half the thumbnails being AI. Even Pat McAfee. Even the great, even the impeccable reputation of Pat McAfee can't avoid the AI slop. Who doesn't love him? Singletary doesn't fumble. I'm just saying that's true. That's true because he's not playing on the field right now because he's not that good. In this weather, I'm not going to pin a fumble too hard on Tyron Tracy, but it's not good. It's not good. You don't want to fumble at all. Dead internet theory is real, bro. Dead internet theory, each year it becomes more and more real. And I'm waiting for that to stop. I'm waiting for it to be like, okay, we're caught up to the dead internet theory because that is a deep rabbit hole. And we just keep going down it. It sucks. Eagle Eye, is that the one? I didn't know what Spielberg movie you were referring to, Griffin. I don't know if I said welcome to the stream yet, Griffin. If I haven't, welcome to the stream. So the team was called the Oorang Indian. There it is. And then they did halftime shows where dogs did tricks to them in the early. Ah, okay. See, I thought it was an expansion team from the city of Oorang, which I've never heard of that place. I don't think it might be. I don't think that's an American city. Doesn't sound like one. AI with Haley Joel Osment. Now I got to look this up. I think Kendrick refers to that, right? Am I battling ghosts or AI? Got me feeling like Joel Hale Osteen, which is the wrong. He meant Haley Joel Osment, but he said Joel Osteen, which is the mega church pastor. Funny mistake there on Kendrick's end. All right, AI with Haley Joel Goldsmith. I want to see this. Haley Joel Osment. My bad. Christ. All right, wait a minute. Let me see if I can pull this up in the other window. Yep, there it is. Boom. See, now the black text looks wrong. See? We're in a demon loop right now. Look how gross this freaking movie looks. No wonder no one watched it. 76 on Rotten Tomatoes with with an incredible cast: Jude Law, Brendan Gleeson, William Hurt, DeVay Chase, and Sam Roberts, to name a few. This is on Paramount Plus streaming. I haven't seen it. A robotic boy, the first program to love. David is adopted as a test case by a Cybertronics employee and his wife. I'd imagine one of those people is Jude Law. Though he gradually becomes their child, a series of unexpected circumstances make this impossible for David. I don't think this is what's happening. I mean, I haven't seen the movie, but I don't think this is a direct parallel to what's going on right now in the world. I mean, I could be wrong here. David embarks on a journey to discover where he truly belongs. I don't know if that's a spoiler or not. Sorry if it is. Uncovering a world in which the line between robot and the machine is both vast and profoundly thin. See, when I think of AI media that makes you think, I think about Detroit Become Human. That's the one where it's like, ugh. What would I do if my helper robot was like a nice guy? I wouldn't want to kill him. Why would I want to kill a robot? What's the point of That's the thing about AI, right? It's like the AI, like if AI is not alive, then you can't kill it. So there's no point, you know? So it's not like beating the shit out of a robot's going to make me feel any better. May as well be nice to them. But then at the same time, they're taking our jobs. Like the South Park episode, they're taking our jobs, man. That's how it feels. It's a never-ending just internal divide we're living with. 3rd and 6. Miller. It's Miller time. Incomplete again. Deontay Banks said twice. No thanks. You can keep targeting Deontay Banks. It's not going today. iRobot's better. Haven't seen that one. Is that the one with Rami Malek? Hot take: 2001: A Space Odyssey is not a good movie. I haven't seen it either. But once again, best film major ever. But that movie does freak me out a little bit. I will say, though, I wish my last name was Kubrick. My last name starts with a K. I really wish it was Kubrick instead. In fact, I might change it. That Hunter Kubrick, that's a name. That's a name. That is a name that could work with a person. Tracy fumbles even when it doesn't rain. I don't disagree. Listen, I'm not saying Tyron Tracy's perfect. We're arguing over Giants depth running backs here. I mean, Jarv's right. Jarv's right. Honestly, I feel like I don't even want to bang this drum anymore because defending Tyron Tracy is not easy. Defending Devin Singletary is not either, but you can poke holes in both of their game. Trevor Lawrence MVP this year. See, now we're reaching. Now we're reaching. Gale's chasing his epic call of the Jags taking a step forward last year. How is Travis Hunter going to do? I saw he got a haircut. That's pretty big news in Jags Nation. While Devon Achane gets interviewed. The AI plot sounds like Blade Runner with Rutger Hauer swapped out for a toy. Is that Ryan Gosling or is that Harrison Ford? Rutger Hauer. I've seen the second Blade Runner. I have not seen the first one. From the 30-yard line, 1st and 10, handoff to, I think, Singletary. This is just a straight-up just battle that we're witnessing live right now between Singletary and Tracy. And I'm going to stake my flag with Tracy. I guess it's a pre-recorded interview because they're showing cheerleaders on the field even though the game's happening. Trevor Become Human is so overrated. Connor's story is good. Marcus has wasted potential. And Cara has no replay value. YouTuber Ratat has a really good video about it. I mean, Trevor Become Human is far from the best game I've ever played. I barely played it. I did play it years after I watched the story on YouTube. It wasn't as fun of a playthrough, but I enjoyed following the story. I liked watching someone else watch it. I think Flight Reacts did a few streams playing Detroit Become Human, and I thought those were real fun. Big almost gain for Calvin Austin, who stretched in a couple strange ways. This is a wet field. I'm really glad Dart and most of our starters aren't playing. Anyone important to our team should not be on this field. It is pouring rain. Is there a Hunnaball Fantasy League? There is. There's going to be a Hunnaball Fantasy Death League, a guillotine league that I will be joining. Last place gets bounced each week. Ironically, there are probably more people who drops only mean less people able to afford their products. That's the thing. That's the thing here. Are we back in businesses want to make as much money as possible. Removing human labor costs is the best way to do that. Right. But then again, it's like an economy does best when everyone has money to spend. I will continue pounding that drum. I don't think that's a communist or socialist thing to say. Jameis Winston, cross-body, throws a heat seeker to OBJ, who wasn't able to get great separation. Incomplete there, but that was the touchdown we were waiting for. Flag on the play. We might keep this ball. But what was I saying? Yeah, again, capitalism, socialism, any country is better when everyone has money to spend. That's just how I feel about it. And if no one has jobs, no one has money. I am bouncing back and forth like crazy this stream. I don't know how the hell we're talking about all this shit right now. But yeah, I'm anti people getting fired. And it's weird that that's like a take now. It's weird that like everybody online is like, well, think about the other side. You're not devil's advocate if everybody's saying it. Right? That's the whole point of being a devil's advocate. No, you're saying the thing no one wants to say. So if everyone's playing contrarian, what's the original opinion? What's the status quo? Here comes Dominic Zavada for a kick, I believe. I don't think that's Saul's. I couldn't tell you what either of them look like in a jersey. I think it's Zavada, though. Long kick, about 43 yards. Kick is up, and it is straight and true. Giants got a kicker. I'm so happy. Man, that was really needed. Damn. Oh, shoot. Bot's here. I see I was rambling for too long. Why would you watch the full game live with the bot when you could just stay here? That's what they don't understand. I, for one, prefer feudalism, you see? It's how much money I can make now. That is Gen Z's thing. Make your money while you can. Caleb Williams has a whole Madden ad about how great it is being rich and having money. How weird Madden and athletes have gotten so weird. Just an athlete just flexing on an ad for 2 minutes. Thank you for that contract. I'm glad I have money. Having money is really nice. I love money. It is in the Madden League, Gale. Yeah, so it is in the Madden League chat. Hunnaball Death League. Veggie Tales to offset the darkness there. But I hope everyone's having a great Saturday. Summer's coming to an end. It's the 22nd of August. We're approaching September with a just storming pace, and I'm excited for it. We got sports coming back. We got football. We got basketball. Hell, even NHL's coming. It's going to be great. Yeah, I mean, I've tried getting into the UFC. I've tried, and it's fun. It's just tough getting deep into the UFC. It's tough following individual athletes. I don't know why I'm talking about this now, but I just feel like this just July and August, especially July post World Cup, was so difficult. No sports. We were almost through. And then I have to stop, and then I can stop checking my Apple Sports app and seeing the Aces like lose again. My favorite WNBA team. They keep losing. Injuries are piling up. Sucks. I've never seen people defend literally greedy billionaires as much as they do now. It's kind of disgusting. Yeah. No, because that's the thing. People would rather be right than live a good life. You know? I don't know if live a good life is the right way to put it, but you know what I mean? Like, someone would rather feel smart than reap the benefits of being smart, I guess. That's more so what I'm trying to say. It's like there's no, like, yeah, you could be right on Twitter, the dynamics of the objective, and maybe there are some people that are making livings online just rage baiting or playing the other side, but I'd say the majority of people that are arguing in group chats in favor of like insurance providers and like bad government officials, and it's like you don't get brownie points for defending bad organizations. We're allowed to be critical of things. You're allowed to be critical of people that aren't doing their jobs. Shit, look at us. We're watching football right now. I can critique anyone on this field and no one would be like, wow, that's, yeah, but think about how much work he's done to get there. Think about like that guy's got a family and you're just going to shit on him like that. In short, you know, Luigi Mangione was a hero, and I hope that doesn't get me kicked off YouTube. All right. Gen Z, the throwback to the Wall Street generation of the 80s. Ooh, that's interesting. I haven't heard that. That's interesting. Obviously, I wasn't around in the 80s. That's interesting. I like that. I like that take a lot. Oh, shit. My camera's going to die. Uh-oh. Oh, shit. Okay. Hold on. Glad I caught it. Remember when I had to hit my camera every 30 minutes or else it would just turn off? And every 15 minutes or so, I would have to like turn it on and off again because the thing was such a piece of garbage. I'm really glad we don't have to do that anymore. That's my point. Really glad I can just turn this thing on and not have to worry. Jeez. All right. Big first down for Jalen or Ollie Gordon. Why do I keep getting them mixed up? Big first down, 16, 17 yards gained. Flag on the play, though. Trump is the new Reagan. Ooh, that I have heard. That I've heard before. Dana White ruined UFC. The more he started spouting his shitty thoughts. Fair. My buddy, well, one of my closest friends in middle school, and some of high school. We don't talk anymore, but he did tell me a story. He met Dana White once at a urinal. And I don't even want to tell it. It's just I'm going to tell it. It's a really dumb story that goes nowhere. Basically, they met at the urinal and he didn't say anything. And Dana White walks up to him and he says, you don't want to say anything because it's awkward. You're at the urinal. So then they meet at the sink because what the hell else was going to happen? They meet at the sink and my friend's like, "Could you believe he went to the same sink?" It's like, yeah, dude, it's a bathroom. And then after washing his hands, then he goes to shake the guy's hand. Hey, man, I didn't want to, talk to you at the pisser, but I recognized you. I didn't know how to approach it. And Dana White laughed and they got a picture. I think he gave him a cigar or something. I told the story much better than he did. The way he told it was like 4 minutes long. But yeah, Dana White's an easy guy to hate on. That's why I was shaking my head the whole time when he told me it. I was like, I'm mad. And Dana White, I don't like him. Ah. The draft will be the 1st of September, 6 p.m. I like it. I can expand it to a later date for the 5th of Saturday. But whatever you think, Mohammed, whatever you think, just put the date and pin it. And I'll put a calendar reminder. 2nd and 17, Dolphins gain about 2 yards. This game is really slowed down. The Giants came out the gates humming. Now it's slowed down. Still, oh, shoot, it's 10-0. Shoot, I got to change the score. Forgot to update after the Dominic Saul's boot. My fault. Now it's out of center. There we go. I'm going to win the league, right? Gale's a competitor. I like that. I'm so excited to do a death league, a guillotine. I'm so fucking excited, man. It seems so fun. I've always wanted to do that, but my main home league is too intense for it to be like that. Giving people unnecessarily Drago stories. Yeah, I do too, but I also happen to do that a lot on this stream, so I can't be that angry about it. But yeah, no, I really appreciate a good succinct storyteller. Get to the point. Time is of the essence. I gotta rush home and then scroll on my phone for 2 hours tonight. That's why I love people driving fast, driving crazy, especially in California. It's like, I gotta get home. I gotta rush home, dude. If I don't, I'm gonna have a less 5 minutes on shorts or reels. I need the dopamine right now. My brain is craving it. That's why I'm gonna risk getting into an accident running this yellow light. I gotta get home. I gotta decompress after a long day of staring at a screen by staring at more screens. 4th and 2, punt coming up for Miami. Nothing is happening in this game. What's a possible punishment? My vote is always going to be going to an obscure sporting event, mainly because if the punishment is go to a WNBA game, I'd actually have a good time. So it'd be hilarious to do a Hunnaball Death League and I lose this first. It very well could happen. It very well could happen. Did I say Dominic Sauls? I wish we could do like a combo, combine the best of Dominic Sauls and the best of or combine the best of Ben Sauls and the best of Dominic Zavada. Unfortunately, I don't really know what's great about either of them. I just want them to make kicks. Dominic Zavada makes kicks. I had a coworker who met Stephen King while trying to parallel park. King was motioning instructions to him with hands like the gypsy in the movie Thinner. I haven't seen the movie Thinner. That does seem like a funny situation. Sure, there's a big setup for like a improv. Like if your coworker wanted to lie about that story, there's a lot of funny ways you can go about that. I don't lie about stories. I should clarify. I never lie I never embellish details to sound funnier. Why would I ever do that? No, what the fuck? Don't worry, guys. In 10 years, Mr. Beast will be emperor president. Yeah, man. And then in 14, I'm up. I'll take the reins. Mr. Beast walks so Hunnaball can run. That's what everyone's thinking. I'll throw my hat in the ring. If Mr. Beast becomes president, I'll do like a Kanye run. No shot of winning, but if I can get on the ballot, that's sick. I only started following football with FanDuel. Offered me $200 to bet 10. The only good thing that benefited me is society burns slightly a little faster. Yeah, it's like getting a DoorDash BOGO. It's like, I'm glad I'm getting the deal now, but this is not... I'm not really teaching restaurants to charge a fair price. Dinner is good. Oh no, Fat starts losing weight. That's the story. Whoa. Sounds kind of interesting. I like where it's going. What was I gonna say? Other celebrity meetup stories that go nowhere. My ex met Quentin Tarantino and she talked to him for a lengthy amount of time, and all she could tell me about it was like he was kind of a dick. Which, like, I don't think you need to meet Quentin Tarantino to figure that out. So I was a little underwhelmed. I was a little mad. I wasn't mad. I was just like, really? You met Quentin Tarantino and all you got is that he was a little cranky and had a weird boba order? That she talked to him. She just omitted the conversation. She wanted to hold back all the juicy details that he told her about the new films he was working on and all the cool film tips. Joke's on her, though. I got a film degree. Yeah. 1st and 10. Jameis Winston lineup, I form. That's not even an I form. My bad. Play action. A lot of play action. Jameis clean pocket finds Singletary, I think, who gets about 5. 2nd and 5 coming up. The problem isn't that he's losing weight. The problem is that he can't stop. I mean, this sounds interesting. See, now I got to look this up. Thinner. 19 on Rotten Tomatoes. Featuring Stephen King, who's acting in it. John Burke, Joe Mantanenga, Michael Constantine, and among others. Shoot, man. Oh, shit, I see. So this guy loses weight uncontrollably after he's cursed by a gypsy woman. I don't think I'm going to watch this movie, but it seems interesting. It seems like an interesting premise. If Mr. Beast becomes president, I'll become a monk, take shrooms in the world, and figure out how much I can get out of the Matrix. It's too much, man. It's just too much. That's never a bad idea. It's never a bad idea to become a monk and give up on the world. Don't do that, obviously. I feel like I say stuff without any forethought. Yeah. I do not condone I can't condone shit like that. That's what Aaron Rodgers is for. 3rd and 1, we got it. Moving the sticks, go Giants. I believe that was in a fullback run. Was that Ricard? Ricard getting some work already? That's Connor, our boy Travis Connor. Oh, never mind. Connor was just a lead blocker. Devin Singletary got the first down. Basically, the Giants got a first down. I don't know why it's like such a thing. I have a joke. Speaking of Mr. Beast, one of the best jokes I had written when I first got into comedy, because I'm not good at writing jokes at all. One of the few jokes that I thought this is something I could do something with this. It was like a premise of, hold on, Jameis Winston steps up, moving the sticks. Darius Slayton, who's having a solid day, down to the 41-yard line. Pretty good gain for the Giants there. The joke was, I'm part of Gen Z, so my retirement plan is to get onto a Mr. Beast video. And I think there's something there. I just can't figure out how to deliver it in a funny way. So don't steal that. don't steal that from me if you do stand up, basically. Like I said, this game slowed down like hell, man. I mean, this is crazy. It felt like that first quarter blasted by. We now have, well, we're 7 minutes into the second. I forget that football games have 15-minute quarters. Too used to watching basketball. Devin Singletary talking his talk after a big 8-yard run. 2nd and 2 coming up. You must have watched Velociraptor, right? I have not. I think that's a joke, but no, I have not seen Velociraptor. I have seen Indiana Jones 1, though. I can say that now. And I have seen Harry Potter 1. I just need to figure out which film to follow that up with. I am still dying to watch Obsession. And I guess my question now for the chat, while we hurdle through this short and boring preseason game, 2nd and 2, Jameis Winston, another handoff. His motor getting a first down and then some. Maybe Jarvis right. What is film of the year to you guys? We've had a lot of good movies this year. I feel like it's been a good summer, especially for films. We had The Odyssey, of course, Spider-Man, Obsession. Some people really liked Backrooms, never saw it. But what do we think is film of the year to this point? And do we think it can be topped by anything else that's going to come out? I was really excited for The Odyssey, and I'd say it met my expectations. It wasn't the greatest movie I've ever seen, but I really liked it. I also really liked The Sheep Detective. I wouldn't call it movie of the year, but I did enjoy that. 1st and 10 coming up. Giants are calling a lot out of this. I forget what it's called, but this formation where it's not I form, but Odell Beckham, big catch. Another, man. Nice play by Odell Beckham Jr. That was really fun. That felt good to see. Odell Beckham in 2016 scores that hurts, but that was nice to see. Indiana Jones, not even a question. Okay. Yeah. Thanks, Mohammed. Odyssey will probably be an Oscar darling. Well, for sure. For sure, Odyssey will be an Oscar darling. But, like, again, that's why I posed the question. Well, to you, what is film of the year? If you want to say Mario 2, I'm not going to shit on it. I disagree, of course. Mario 2 was worse than the first one. It's Obsession for me. I will watch Obsession on Peacock. I will watch it. Birth of a Nation. My God. I'm a bad film major, but I know what that is. Jesus. 1st and 10. Yard gained. Odell Beckham's feeling good. Put that helmet back on. None of the movies this year have blown my socks off. That's a good point. That's a very good point. I'd say the closest movie to blowing my socks off was probably Spider-Man. I thought that was the best live action Spider-Man, but I went into that wanting to hate it, and as hard as I tried, I couldn't. I thought that was something. Probably Project Hail Mary so far. My buddy said that was like a top 3 movie that he saw. Of his life, by the way. 2nd and 9 coming up. Handoff Singletary goes around the outside. He's got the pylon to beat, and he is in. Touchdown Giants. 16-0. You know, we killed him in practice. We're killing him in the game. Hoorah. Let's go. I got to watch Project Hail Mary. People say it's a really fun time. I didn't watch. I don't like fun times, but shoot, man. An optimistic film, Hope Corps. I would like that. End of Oak Street was the most fun. Obsession was the best. Okay, Rami, welcome to the chat. Yeah, End of Oak Street. I got some buzz last stream too. Let me pull up a tab of that. End of Oak Street. Oh, that's right, with Ewan McGregor, right? And I believe he has like a regular accent, which is very jarring. The end of Oak Street's original ending was a lot darker. See, I want to read this. See, I want to read this article here, but I can't because I haven't seen the movie. I want it to be spoiled. I low-key hate the Discord round obsession, though. If you have the wrong take or any grace for Bear, they want to cancel you low. That's what my buddy was telling me. Because again, offline, but he was a fellow film major, and he's telling me about how obsession kind of forces you into one agenda or the other, kind of like Superman. And it's like, why can't we just appreciate a film for what it is instead of having all these major takeaways? What's my stance on it? I say that as a sports YouTuber, though. Never mind, I forgot it. Project Hail Mary came out this year. Movie of the century. Wow. Damn. And Giants fan 10 likes Obsession, probably number one Discord around the movie. So no one, I mean, all we've gotten on the Odyssey was Oscar's darling. No one has said the Odyssey was the best movie of the year, even though I think we can all agree it was probably the most cinematic film of the year, depending on how you qualify cinema or whatever. But I'd say, like, as far as how it's shot and the sets and the direction and like the story, the actors, like it was the most big budget, like, you know, film. And no one's saying it. That's interesting. Do you have any films you objectively know are bad but love anyways? I have films I like. I see what it took to make and some just because. No, I definitely, for sure. I mean, fuck, dude. I just watched Black Adam start to finish, so I think that's basically all I need to say. I watched Morbius 4 times. Hell, my favorite movie, The Big Lebowski, is not even close to the best movie I've ever seen. In fact, the first time I watched it, I didn't even like it. So I think there's something to having comfort movies. Another great one, I'm glad you brought this up. This is what was on my mind. Tag is on HBO Max. If you haven't seen Tag, you might not like it. It's a very, like, some people don't. I love that movie. There's nothing too special about it. It's just a very tight friends comedy. And I just really like that. I think it's cute. 17-0 Giants. Let me change the score. Dolphins are easy for the graphic. That's not too tough to keep up with. Why are we watching VeggieTales? I figured, you know, on a day like today, learn a thing or two about ethics and morals. Oh, can we force politicians to watch VeggieTales? That might, you know, that won't help, but you know, I think they're too far gone at this point. But you know, maybe a talking cucumber would, you know, make people commit less embezzlements. One of my favorite comedies is Jack and Jill. It's so mind-numbingly stupid that it somehow makes it funny, ironically. Jack and Jill, even for Adam Sandler standards, is very stupid. Jack and Jill's not, I mean, I didn't like it that much, but I can see what you're getting at. It is very bad. And sometimes that's what you want. I did recently rewatch Grown Ups 2. I need to emphasize 2 there because Grown Ups 1 holds up a little bit. Grown Ups 2 sucks. I'm not the first to say it. I bought Grown Ups 2. I own it. I went on my Prime Video. I bought it years ago. And I went back, why the hell did I buy Grown Ups 2? Is it really that good? Will I enjoy revisiting it? I revisited it. I didn't like it much at all. I did not like it much at all, unfortunately. You've watched Morbius and Black Adam. I combined 5 times, but never saw 2001. That's right. That's right. That's right. But I did see Interstellar. And I think that movie's grossly overrated, frankly. It's not even top 5 Nolan for me. I'm taking The Odyssey over Interstellar. Just can't buy into the premise, frankly. I'm not a space guy. 2nd and 9. Miller is still at QB. A lot of the Giants defenders are backups now. Miller rolling to his right. He's going to try and get a little something. He gets about a yard. Jack Kelly forces him out of bounds. Nice play there. How are they going to start 3? Cameron Boyce funeral. Come on. Shots. That's how I feel about That's My Boy. Everyone hated that, but I enjoyed it. Sandler gets too much shit. Sandler does get too much shit. That's fair. That's My Boy sucks and I hate it, but you're allowed, everyone's allowed to like what they like. And I think if you like That's My Boy because it's bad, I'm not going to fight you. 3rd and 6. Miller stepping up to run again, and he gets a first down and then some. Boy, oh boy, slides down into Giants territory. Dolphins might get some points here before the half. That's My Boy. It might be the worst comedy of all time. Adam Sandler's Lucky Uncut Gems exists. That's what I mean. Yeah, That's My Boy might be the worst. It's one of the worst movies. Little Nicky is also not one of my favorites. I just don't like the premise. I think the whole thing's stupid. Click, though. I like Click. I'd say if for Jarv liking That's My Boy and just an idea liking Jack and Jill, that's how I feel about Click. I love Click. And I watched that the first time and I was like, huh. Damn, maybe there is more to life. Shit. Like, I actually felt good. It wasn't like, oh, this is so bad. I know Click is not a good movie. Now that I've watched it a couple times, Click sucks. But I enjoy getting through it. That's for sure. Adam Sandler's always purposely cast himself in movies with a super hot wife. I could see what he's doing. Yeah, man. It's almost always Salma Hayek. Oh, I think Ollie Gordon's hurt. Damn. Let's go back to talking about Salma Hayek. Yeah, it's usually Salma Hayek. And, can't blame him for that. I wish they saw out Eternals just so she could be in the MCU. Would have loved to see her deliver the finishing blow to Iron Man's doom. By the way, the Avengers trailers that have come out, I haven't watched them. I have no interest. My buddy sent them to me. I don't want to watch them. When you're off the internet, the last thing you want to do is break that streak to watch Robert Downey Jr. as Doctor Doom. So if Avengers looks good, more power to you guys, but I'm not going to speak highly of it. I refuse to absorb anything that's not the movie at this point. Absorb. Consume. That's the word. Click is a genuinely fun movie, even if it's bad. I can excuse a bad movie if it's fun. And that's how I feel about Madam Web. It's fun. Everybody in that movie is having fun, besides the editors. Kate Beckinsale used to be so damn gorgeous. I second Kate Beckinsale. Who the hell is that? I gotta drop what I'm doing. Kate Beckinsale with an I, guys. Oh wait, you got Beckinsale. All right. Oh yeah, she's cute. She has a weight loss. I guess did she get cursed by a gypsy woman as well? What the hell? 53-year-old actress. Damn, she has lost a lot of weight. I wish I saw a picture before I made that poorly timed joke. Yeah, man. I was pretty shook when I found out that Claire from Modern Family is the same actor as the love interest in Happy Gilmore. I can't believe I forgot her name. It's not Julia Roberts. What is her name? It's with a J, right? It's Julia something, right? What the hell is her name? Claire Modern Family. She's done a lot of stuff. I feel bad calling Julie Bowen. That's her name, Julie Bowen. I didn't know that that's the same girl that was in same woman that was in Happy Gilmore. So that was a cool find. I saw Doom Days trailers made my life worse. That's what I mean. They're not going to improve things. That was fucking Van Helsing. Damn. I don't doubt it. The other one though, I'd say out of all the Sandler hot wives in movies, I gotta hand it to Billy Madison. Billy Madison, the love. I gotta pull up her name. Actually, I'm tired of saying the love interest. Sounds so fucked for no reason. Bridget Wilson. Yeah, you see, I wouldn't know much Bridget Wilson movies. Bridget Wilson really puts on in Billy Madison. It really makes the film for me, to be honest with you. Ollie Gordon going to the locker room. This is funny. We're talking about the last time I feel like we had a conversation like this, ranking hot women was back when we were watching the college football championship, which was also in this Hard Rock Stadium. Little deja vu moment there. Beckinsale was my number one celebrity crush for a decade straight. Are you really? Damn, you guys are really banging this drum. She's kind of got a Millie Bobby Brown thing going if you squint. Yeah, man. I mean, she's pretty. Yeah, man. That's my stance on it. Phone still looks great. I see her sometimes in recent YouTube PSAs for meningitis. She has meningitis? I hope she gets that treated. Yeah, that could be a real pain in the ass. Never had it, though. I'm more of a Drew Barrymore like Wedding Singer, but Blended and 51st is bad. I kind of like Blended. I haven't seen it since it was in theaters. I kind of like Blended. I'm not trying to make this stream just someone throws a movie out there and it's like I kind of liked it, but Blended is fun, right? Like it's not great, but I mean it's a fun little family flick. Hustle's good too. That's not the same tone as Blended, but that's another Sandler movie. Hustle was solid. It wasn't as good as Uncut Gems, but it was better than Little Nicky. Discussing hot women in Hard Rock Stadium. There you go. A hot take from Hannah. Yep, there it is. I don't even know what the hot take is, but I'm sure it was said. My childhood crush was Ariana Grande. I just feel bad anytime I see her nowadays, though. Yeah, man. Marrying the SpongeBob actor is just not a fun way to end the story, you know? Marrying the guy who plays SpongeBob on Broadway. Let me look up Ariana Grande. Let me see what she's up to these days. I know she married the SpongeBob actor, but I haven't seen any of her. What the fuck? Wow. Damn, you guys weren't kidding. Son of a bit. You guys were not kidding. She has lost some weight. Again, I'm offline. I don't follow Ariana Grande like this. I did not know. Look, I'm not. I hate shitting on celebrities' figures. Fuck. Anyway, she does call Eternal Sunshine Tour a beautiful corrective experience after hiatus announcement. Eternal Sunshine, probably in reference to Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which is a great film. Jim Carrey is in it. I forget the other actress. But he is in it, and it's very good. I enjoyed it a lot. Just kind of sucks watching that movie and being like, you see, you should just fight through your relationship. You know, that's the beauty of it. There's beauty in the struggle, ugliness in the success. And it's like, that's great, but you need to get into a relationship to work through one. That's the hard part for me, man. I'm not too concerned with the fighting. I'm worried about the hello. Why do women feel the need to mess with perfection? But she didn't marry him, but she did lose too much weight and broke a happy marriage to date SpongeBob. Oh, are they not together any longer? Did they break up? Did she start dating Patrick? It's an awful joke. But yeah, no, she did lose a ton of weight. That is for sure. And you know, why do women feel the need to mess with perfection? I'm sure guys get haircuts and women say that about men too. Why do guys always have to fuck everything up? So I'm sure like it's just another symbol of the gender divide. That or Ariana Grande is sick. And if that's the case, prayers up for her. By the way, big third down stop for the Giants run defense. Maybe this unit's better than I thought. Big stuff there for Murphy, number 33. Jack Kelly got into the backfield as well. So he's having another good day, it feels like. No offense at our John's here. What is up? We got John. I forgot. I remember the last name. It's like Reverend Crowcop or something. I forget John, which initial we have for the Johns here. John Lee and then John the Giants fan that always rips on me. Welcome. She was fed as a child and you never recover from that. This country's a cesspool. Welcome back to the chat. I agree. Field goal up for Miami. Let's see if they can make it. Long kick. Kick is up. Looks good. And it is. Time to update the graphic. Miami has scored. 17-3 in Miami. Nice of the Dolphins to join us. Boom. All right. That ball was my first celebrity crush. Hell yeah. Yeah! All right. You were my SpongeBob crush. You are now my Squidward. You were my SpongeBob. Now you're my Squidward. That's something that's definitely been said on a playground once or twice. That's also funny, man. I remember being in like second grade and trying to date. What a weird experiment that was. Would you believe if I told you I didn't have much luck? Anyway, haircut can be changed now. Lip fillers and nose jobs, not so much. Lip fillers. I got a lot to say about lip fillers. I just don't know if I want to say it right now. It's the same thing with college football. College football and lip fillers. You just want to, shut your lips about it. I mean, they literally did a documentary on the show she was on, right? The Nickelodeon one. Yeah, but like Miranda Cosgrove seems like she's doing okay. Same thing with Victoria Justice. She seems like she weathered the storm a little bit better. Selena Gomez, I know she's put on a couple of pounds because of some sort of genetic thing, some sort of gene. Yeah, genetic thing. Again, I'm trying really tough right now to walk a thin wire here, because this is the kind of clip where I'll be like, oh yeah, Selena Gomez got super fat, and then 5 years from now, I'll go through it. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. I'm trying to bite my tongue here, but yeah, the celebrity kids show thing really put some people through the ringer. Miley Cyrus, to name another one. I don't know, was Britney Spears on any shows? I know she had some acting moments. She was on How I Met Your Mother for one episode, or a couple actually. She was a returning character. I know Britney Spears got ran through the ringer back in the day, but I don't think it's because she was on a show, was it? I guess a MILF with lip fillers. I don't know, man. It's not the same. You have nerves and stuff just covered up. I think it makes a difference. I don't doubt that. When I went to my first strip club, I had the same takeaway, but it wasn't about lip fillers. I saw Dan Campbell interviewed on NFL Network. Dude's red as a beet and covered in sweat. Hot day. Where are the Lions playing? It's a hot day in, by the way, the Browns lost. They did not come back down 31-7. Wait, they're at home? They played in a dome? He's burning up and sunburned in a dome? Maybe he just got back from vacation. I just want to check the Browns stats really quick, and we'll get back to this Giants game. 2nd and 6, Jameis Winston checks it down to Tracy, who gets a first down. Been a big running back day for the Giants. Anyways, so Kyle Allen had a solid day. Shador, once again, the stat sheet I read earlier was what he finished with. 9 for 11, 74 yards, touchdown and a pick. Dylan Gabriel did throw one pass, and that is it. That's so weird. I feel like we checked these stats in the second quarter, and the only thing that changed from a passing perspective was Dylan Gabriel throwing one ball. That's strange. Whatever. But is Dart flying back to New York, or is he just going to shack up at Mar-a-Lago? I'm so glad John's back. That's the question. That's what everyone's asking. Another great question. Do the Browns have a quarterback? Yeah, they have 3. But they do not have a starting quarterback, that's for sure. They have Malachi Corley, who got 2 grabs for 27 yards. Yeah, there's just nothing to get excited about on this team. I hope the rookie wide receivers step up, Denzel Boston and KC Concepcion. Just from a fantasy perspective, it seems like Deshaun Watson's going to win the job. That's kind of gross, right? Not only because no one likes Deshaun Watson, but also no one thinks he's going to be good. If Deshaun Watson puts out even a top 25 season from a quarterback, that would be just shocking. Just straight up earth shattering. Spears is a Mickey Mouse girl. So is Justin Timberlake. But what do you mean Mickey Mouse girl? They were on a Disney show? Because again, Justin Timberlake, another one of those guys, he's just kind of famous. He can act, he can do music, he can host America's Got Talent if he really wanted to. Jameis Winston almost throws a pick, but not quite. Green, the third, almost got it, didn't quite. Oh, shoot, let me change the tabs. I feel like throwing one ball is worse than just not throwing in preseason. Yeah, well, when it's an incompletion, yeah, that's not great. Pass interference. So we're going to get a first down for the Giants. That's good. If I was watching this game a little closer, maybe I would have seen it. They're really trying to stop Odell Beckham from making this roster. It's really frustrating, man. I guess if I was a fringe preseason cornerback and I was lined up against Odell Beckham Jr., that'd be a very cool thing. That's like when players would play Michael Jordan when he was on the Wizards and they actually had a chance to beat him. Good chance, because Michael Jordan did not age well. I had to throw that dig in. I got a lot to say about this summer, don't you? Believe me, John, I bet you do. I bet you do. I got a lot to say about it as well. The FIFA World Cup was awesome, and I've gotten very into Caesar salad. Those are the 2 big ones. The Browns should just start Taylor Green and see what happens. That's not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. But it's just, I love when we as fans were like, why don't they just do something crazy? Because why are they even trying to begin with? They're so bad. Why are we even kidding ourselves here? They should just do the craziest thing possible. Have a tight end / quarterback play an NFL game when you got Shador Sanders right there. Beckham was never making the team. That's a celebrity wrestler. Come on. Come on, man. That's CM Punk. Is that who it is? Jameis Winston, incomplete pass to Darius Slayton. Listen, I just want Odell Beckham to just fill it out. Fill out the roster. Be the 53rd man. You know? Keep him around. At the bare minimum practice squad. I just want to see him on a sideline, you know? Feel good again. Calvin Austin was wide open too. Jameis missed him. Gunner's here. What is up? Spears and Timberlake were both children on the Mickey Mouse Club show. Mickey Mouse Clubhouse? See, now I got to look this up. Mickey Mouse Club show. Mickey Mouse. Oh, wow. Oh, damn. This is a real thing. I couldn't tell you a single person that's on it, though. What in the... This is a show in the 50s. I don't think Britney Spears was on this. There is a disconnect here. Delay a game with 27 seconds left in the half. Good one, Jameis. Now that the preseason rosters are 90 players, you can justify signing anyone. Yeah. Yeah. And you can cut it down the last week. It's going to be some heartbreaking cuts. I'll tell you what, though. I'd rather have Thomas Fidone than Odell Beckham. It was also like 7 years until the wall glow up. Oh, John Wall. Oh. Pass underneath to Calvin Austin, who's got room. Calvin Austin down at the 31. He's been pretty solid today. I know it's preseason, but I'm just saying I'm looking forward to seeing Calvin Austin do shit like that in the season. Not that he's going to be a 1-for-1 Wan'Dale replacement, but I think a lot of people are going to find out. A lot of non-Giants fans are going to find out that Wan'Dale Robinson can and will be replaced. Like Wan'Dale, like he's good, but I think a lot of NFL wide receivers would be good with that much usage. Not to say Wan'Dale's not a great route runner and very shifty, but you know, it's Wan'Dale Robinson. Did the World Cup convince you to watch soccer? For sure. Man, I'm following soccer. I talked about Manchester United not too long ago, about how they lost a whole city, which you don't have to watch soccer to put it together. Whole city. It was not very good. The Mickey Mouse Club ran for like 50 years at a varying lineups of children. So it's like Mickey SNL. I'm telling you, man, I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up right here. That's not the right tab. Where'd it go? Oh, I closed it. Damn it. Okay, Mickey Mouse Club. Speaking of which, not speaking of which, but Tyron Tracy out of the 12-ish. So Giants have 14 seconds to try and get to the end zone. Yeah, what the hell? Oh, MMC. Oh, son of a bitch. Ryan Gosling was on it, along with Christina Aguilera. How many celebrities are just industry plants? Well, what is an industry plant? I mean, I feel like these guys probably auditioned for the show. Dale Godboldo, Chase Hampton, to name a few. Josh Ackerman, I think he's been in a couple things. I do not see Tom Holland, like I was told, or Justin Timberlake, but I do see Britney Spears. 2nd and 2. Jameis steps into it. Oh! Odell Beckham just dropped it, man. Odell Beckham, go Liverpool. Thanks, Gunner. Odell Beckham just dropped it. Why? It was not a great pass. No, it was a good pass. It was right where it needed to be. I feel like I'm back in Green Bay, Wisconsin. We've watched a lot of bad Giants losses on this channel. I feel like I want to cry, man. Like this feels like a new low. That one hurt. That was right there. Right there, man. That would have been it, dude. Odell is back in blue, and he just dropped a touchdown. Most Odell shit I've ever seen. Grown man in his 30s flopping off an endline ball. I'm out here hurting, begging for mercy, and John's laughing while he's down. Odell Beckham just dropped a touchdown. You're laughing. How could you? Harbaugh's going to cut Tracy and Slate. I'm going to be so happy. Man, do we have another Devin Singletary defender in the chat? 3rd and 2 coming up for J-Bo. Let's see it. 9 seconds left in the half. Can the Giants go up 24-3? Jameis finds Odell. Oh, there it is, John. That's a first down. Let's go to the end zone here. Cry how up 14. I could give a shit. The game could be 99-3. I want to see Odell Beckham score. And the fact that I watched him drop it means that I am old. I am old. My favorite player sucks. And I know that that's been well established. Giants are just going to kick. I know that it's been well established, but it just hurts to live with the fact that Odell Beckham can't play football anymore, even if he's wearing a Giants helmet. I thought that that would make things better. 20-3. I'm not even going to watch this kick. I know Zavada's going to make it. This guy's a beast. It's also a 20-yard kick. Singletary can block. I don't know what Trace is doing out there, I guess. I mean, Singletary can also run extremely slow, so he can also do that. You know, it's preseason, so there is no halftime hinge update. I got to say that. False start on the kick, so it's still not 20-3 officially. Giants got to kick it one more time. Harbaugh's pissed. Yeah, no hinge update. No, I'm not getting any play. There you go. I've had some funny pickup lines. I just forgot to screenshot them, though. Jake Bobo out for season. Super Bowl hangover incoming. That sucks. That sucks, man. A lot of injuries already. I mean, it's preseason. There's always going to be injuries. First 4 draft picks of the Arizona Cardinals. I know I already said that, but I think it's crazy. Zavada, kick is up and good. Giants 20-3 with no time left in the half. Harbaugh's going to the locker room. You don't block, you don't play. We don't need any designer running backs. Odo pissed a gold jacket away. He's not the first Giants to do so and won't be the last. Yeah. I'm not saying Dart's pissed away a gold jacket, but he's definitely done a lot to his rep this summer. I mean, John already pointed out, is he going to Mar-a-Lago? Good God. All right. Well, we're going to kind of want to move the desk. I feel like it's a dangerous game doing that. Anyways, how are we feeling? Giants Nation up 20-3 up against the Miami Dolphins, and we all know this is a tough out. This is not an easy preseason game. It's tough winning games in the NFL. Miami looks beautiful today, though. The Hard Rock Hotel with the big guitar, looks very cool. I'm running out of shit to say. Do you ever see Hinge bios and wonder why I even mentioned that? I saw a woman who said she had 5 kind of different dads, and it's like, why tell people they're from different in the bio? Honesty. Honesty is the best policy on Hinge. That's what I've learned. No, definitely not. That's definitely not what I've learned. Half the profiles I see on Hinge now are just bots, which is so frustrating. I can't even date. I can't even rely on technology to do the dating for me without bots getting in the way. But yes, I see women overshare on Hinge relentlessly. I could open the app right now unprepared and find a woman that overshared pretty quickly. I mean, everyone overshares on Hinge. Hell, I overshare on Hinge. Most irrational fear, blueberries. No one cares. No one gives a shit. No, like, you know, Hinge is not for personality. Dating apps are not to show the substance of your character. This girl, man, I've seen this girl like 8 times, man. I've seen this girl change her profile and delete it, and then delete it. It just keeps on deleting it. It's like, man, just stick with one. But yeah, it's not a vacation unless I'm running around like it's a vacation, but an expedition to do experience culture and sites. Don't worry, I'm not the itinerary person. That's one prompt. I guess I am doing a Hinge update. That's one prompt. Fuck. It's too much. Save something for the date. That's my stance. Just date the bots. It's not a bad idea, honestly. Maybe I should get an AI girlfriend. Kidding. Commanders have better receivers all time than the Giants. Pierre Garçon, to name one. I'm totally blanking on Commanders wide receivers right now. Catching threats. Yeah, man, Pierre Garçon was pretty freaking good. I feel like the Giants haven't beat, though. I mean, the Giants have the most retired. Giants have, I think, not the most Hall of Famers, maybe the most Hall of Famers. I know they have the most retired numbers, but I know that doesn't mean a whole lot. I'm pretty sure the Giants are the most Hall of Famers. They do not. They're not even up there. Fuck. Well, AI says the New York Giants have 57 baseball Hall of Famers, so that's inspiring. Great, now I got to look this up. Damn, the Giants and the Commanders both have 32 Hall of Famers. Oh, the Giants were really dunking on them. Guess I was wrong. Art Monk was a great player. See, there you go. See, I know John will defend the Giants' history of 23. Well, it's not like the Giants have blown any large leads in recent memory, right? Yeah. We have nothing to worry about. I think Dart's Trump support is canceled out by his mom's hotness. I wish it were so. I wish that were so. And there's more wide receivers that are good, but the Giants' all-time best wide receivers are probably a little bit better. Amani Toomer, to name one. I already talked about Ruben Randall. He's not on there, but he's a player. Plaxico Burress. That 1 year of Victor, or the 2 years of Victor Cruz, were really fun. Not to say he's a Hall of Fame or anything, but you guys know I love Victor Cruz. My user picture shows it all. That's so funny. I've been sitting here talking about my favorite player, Odell Beckham Jr., even though the user picture is not Odell Beckham. Pete Odell, though. Pete Odell is better than... I will defend Pete Odell over every receiver not named Jerry Rice and Randy Moss. Maybe Calvin Johnson. I will defend Pete Odell. I'm not going to do it right now. I'm too tired. I'm not trying to get into Odell Beckham and Julio Jones and Antonio Brown and some dweebs who think Des Bryant was there. Des Bryant was good for a while, but he was never the best wide receiver in the league. Pierre Garcon should just change his name to Frenchie McFrench. Dark Going MAGA makes him more fun. Now I don't have to worry about brain damage when he's playing, I guess. Yeah, I guess if Dark gets a concussion, I'm not going to be like, no! What? I'm going to say, get up, man. Let's go. I got no empathy. Get the hell up, brother. You're making millions, and you're voting for the guy that's keeping it that way. Not that football players shouldn't make money, but, Dart makes a lot, and I'm jealous. That 1 year, Steve Smith being the best route runner in football in disappointing. Steve Smith, another good pull. That's a good one. Steve Smith. Pete Odell produced Jerry Rice at that point in his career. Yeah, that's what Pete Odell was like. So good. Oh, but he only had the catch, right? He only had one good catch. That's what everyone says, right? He had one good catch. Pete Odell Beckham was so good. You guys don't need me to tell you that, but a lot of people do. RJ sent a bunch of stats and then deleted it, so I'm assuming there's more. I love Steve Smith. That's a great pull. That was the year before I got into football, so I never watched him play. Hakeem Nicks, that's another great one. We've done this like 6 times. I feel like just going through old Giants. Hakeem Nicks was great, though. Not saying he's a Hall of Famer either, but Hakeem Nicks was fun. I'm sure there's an obvious answer, and it's probably the 49ers. But, I mean, it's pretty easy to say LSU or Ohio State is wide receiver university. What team do you guys think has had the best wide receivers all time? Off the dome, my mind goes to Minnesota, Stephon Diggs to be the first. But no, you got, obviously, Randy Moss, Chris Carter at the same time. And then Jefferson and other guys. Adam Thielen was really good. Stephon Diggs had his moment. Some are Hall of Famers, some aren't. But when I think of great wide receivers, Minnesota comes up first. What teams come up in your guys' mind? Packers are up there. Obviously the Packers are an old team, but Donald Driver, recent guys, Jordy Nelson, Randall Cobb had his moment, man. Shoot. Niners is a good one. Obviously, I know I said that, but, I was just ready to agree with the first one I saw. I literally already said Niners. But I agree, John. Niners is a good one. Bengals is interesting. I'm trying to think of Bengals. I know they had Collinsworth. I'm blanking on like 70s, 80s, and 90s wide receivers, other than like Steve Largent and Drew Pearson. Cowboys have had really good receivers. Like, damn, that's a good answer. I think the Cowboys might have a stronger argument than the 49ers. Like, John Stallworth deserves his moment. Michael Crabtree was fun. Obviously, Jerry Rice. Does Dwight Clark count as a tight end? Dwight Clark's Dwight Clark. He's a tight end, right? If Dwight Clark counts as a receiver, that's another one worth noting. And I'm missing so many. I pulled fucking Michael Crabtree. I'm sure there's so many better Niner wide receivers. Oh, T.O. Oh, my God. Terrell Owens. But he counts for the Cowboys as well. So there you go. Rice, Owens, Taylor. Ocho. Oh, from Cincy. That's a good one. Ocho, TJ. Gotta love TJ Husmanzena. I got it. T, Chase, Collinsworth. Rams. Sorry, Puka's power just bites his way through the competition with his Hawaiian aura. Rams is good, too. Rams have had some really great wide receivers. Isaac Bruce, Torrey Holt, Dallas, Steelers. I feel like Dallas is a good one. Steelers for sure. Steelers is a good one too. Especially when you factor in Antonio Brown. But the Steelers weren't doing a whole lot in the 90s. No, they made a Super Bowl, I think. Yeah, Hines Ward. Yeah, the Steelers have had some great ones too. The Giants are not up there, unfortunately. I wish they were. They're not. Yeah, the Steelers have had some great ones. Lynn Swann, John Stallworth, who I think I said was on the Niners already, but he was a Steeler. Who the hell am I thinking of then that scored that touchdown against the Bengals? John something. John Pork for the 49ers that scored that touchdown. Niners were loaded with weapons through the 80s. Well, yes. But that leaves out the 70s. The Niners is a good answer, though. T.O., like, that's the first one that came to my mind. How is Torrey Holt not a Hall of Famer? Oh, it's bullshit. When I made my Bill Belichick Hall of Famer video, I Googled, like, biggest Hall of Fame snubs in the NFL. Torrey Holt was a consistent member of lists. He was probably the most consistent guy that everyone could agree was being unfairly held out. Is it worse for the Steelers' morale to be bad this year or barely make the playoffs and lose in the wild card round? Worse for morale is an interesting question. I think for fan morale, the best thing would be to rip the Band-Aid off and just be bad and can reset. For team morale, I think proving that they can win with a new head coach, like I guess internally, proving they can win with a new head coach and this just weird jumbled up roster goes to show that they do still have an identity. So I think internally they want to win, and I think it's about any team ever, but besides the Browns, of course, the Browns of this year because they're not playing Shador. But from a fan's perspective, I think the best thing would be to just suck. Odell not being the first 10K wide receiver in Giants history is absurd. I know injuries and dysfunction will do a lot to a player. 2020 Browns for sure. Holt is not a Hall of Famer. I didn't watch Torrey Holt, so I'm not going to get into it, but I will, again, pound the table. He is the most noted Hall of Fame snub that I could find in my research for Hall of Famers. Giants Dolphins is coming back, I believe, ready to start the third quarter. That was a fun little halftime history talk. I feel good, man. I love talking about old wide receivers and running backs. Pass rushers is up there as well. DBs, those are some of the best positions to study. Football is great. Football is great, and it is back. And even though the Giants aren't home, they're bringing that belt. 20-3. Devin Singletary is leading the backfield with 40 yards. Tyron Tracy right behind him with 26. Tyron Tracy does have a motor in the receiving category, though. 3 catches for 22 yards compared to Devin Singletary's 1 run for 4 yards. I'm sorry that I'm talking about the running back battle as much. There's not much else to talk about with this Giants team. We kind of just have to roll out with the unit we have. I'm not saying it's a bad unit, but it's not like there's much depth. So hopefully we're good. I mean, corners is another big thing to watch if you're a Giants fan. Just what the hell is going to happen in this secondary, namely at the cornerback 1 and 2 spot, which are pretty important spots. Is it going to be Greg Newsome? Is it going to be a Debo? Is it going to be Deonte Banks, who went from cut candidate to potential starter? And that's not because he had this brilliant offseason. I think it's in spite of everyone else. Drew Phillips still hanging around, of course. Adarius Washington going to be in the slot. We will see. Peak Tumor was better than Holt, and Tumor's not a Hall of Famer. I wish I watched Peak Tumor. Got to go see ya, Hannah. Appreciate you saying bye, RJ. See ya, man. Thank you for stopping by. Once again, if you're stopping in, drop a like if you haven't already, and drop a dislike if you didn't like the thumbnail. That doesn't mean I'm going to change it, but I just kind of want to see vibes for now. It's going to be a long year. It's going to be a long year. I mean, my buddy asked me what I think the Giants' record will be, and I said, or I guess like my expectations, and I said about 6 to 8 wins is about par. That's about, I don't want to say expected, because saying I expect 8 wins out of the Giants is crazy. That's absolutely psychotic. But, oh, by the way, Mark Gronowski, which weirdly reminds me of former quarterback Bruce Gradkowski coming out from Miami. But back to what I was saying, I think 6 to 8 wins would be a step in the right direction, but nothing to be like banging the table for. Wow, this is a great team. That's about par, 6 to 8. Anything above 8, if the Giants could have a winning record this season, oh my God. I might get some fireworks going in this new setup. Get some fireworks and light them indoors. Burn my apartment down. I'll be so happy. And anything under 6 wins. Well, sorry, 4 to 5 wins. If the Giants finish around that mark, it's probably a Jackson Dart problem. It's probably just we need to get a new quarterback and maybe fix a couple of holes. If the Giants have less than 4 wins, which is far from impossible, fuck, the Harbaugh thing didn't work, and we are screwed. That's the thing. We are screwed if the Harbaugh thing doesn't show any kind of improvement. If it's Dable part 2, or if you want to go back even further, if this is Pat Shurmur part 6, I don't want to say my heart can handle it. I won't die, but I definitely won't be happy to stream all these stupid games. We love Mark. We love Mark Grakowski. I didn't see any Malachi Fields reps today. I don't even know if I think he did play, but I didn't see him catch anything, and he did not. I was right. I don't think Dart is Harbaugh's guy. I think people are jumping to conclusions there. That also could be true. And if that's the case, we will see. But I don't think Brandon Allen is Harbaugh's guy either. I don't think that's what you were suggesting, but I'm just saying. Drops back play action. Pocket breaks down a little bit. Throws to Eric Gray for -2 yards. Eric Gray, another guy fighting for a roster spot. He lost 2 yards on that play. Not amazing. When you said I think people are jumping to conclusions there, I read concussions. And if you're asking if people are jumping to the concussion argument too quick when talking about Jackson Dart, it's also true. I know I was guilty of that during last season, but after watching the tape and really thinking it through, not letting big football twist my mindset, I've now realized that whole concussion thing is just noise, and I'm sick of hearing about it. And I'm sick of hearing about Jackson Dart going to Mar-a-Lago. 2nd and 12. Brandon Allen checks it down to Eric Gray again, who gets more than -2 yards, almost 10, I believe. We're going to get 3rd and short coming up for the Giants. It's a good game. Good game when the Giants are up 20-3. My guess is the Giants win 8 games this year in a more competitive division, barely losing out to the Cowboys. I am fearful that the Cowboys are going to go on a run. I think we talked about it a little bit last stream, and I may have not been on this wavelength. It's hard to not foresee a good season out of the Cowboys, and it's hard to not foresee a good season out of the Chargers. If anyone disputes what I just said, please let me know. I think that was a big part of keeping Shane. Harbaugh got that big old smile on. He's going to let everyone reveal themselves, and then he's going to make a bigger move. Always 2 steps ahead. I hope you're right. We'll see, though. I mean, if Malachi Fields is good, I think this will go down as a really good draft. I think he's kind of the epicenter of the whole thing, because I don't doubt that Francis Mauigoa and Arvell Reese are going to be really impactful, good starters. But if we could hit on Malachi Fields, the Giants, and Colton Hood, who did not play today, I don't think. Colton Hood would also be awesome. But I'd say Malachi Fields finally hitting on wide receiver would be a big step forward for old Joe. The guys winning 5 to 7 games, the schedule is just really annoying. The schedule is really annoying. The Giants never get the benefit of the doubt with scheduling. The one time they did, 2022, pretty good team there. Mar-a-Lago today, little St. James Island tomorrow. Oh, that LeBron James reference. Come on. What are we doing here? Just because he went to Philly doesn't mean he's on the same level. It could be. It could mean that, though. Brian Schottenheimer is never coaching a playoff team. No shit. So we're not believing the coach. You're out of your mind. So we don't believe in the coach. I just trust in the personnel. Their defense sucks. I think that's my thing right now, this offseason. The teams that had bad defenses last year, I forgot that they had bad defenses. So I'm hoping the additions that they made to Band-Aid fix their issues will be enough. Brandon Allen sacked again, 3rd and long coming up. I'm hoping the Band-Aid fixes will work. That's why I think the Bengals are going to make a run. In fact, I'm saying it now. I'm going to keep saying it. The Bengals are my pick to win the Super Bowl. I mean that. I'm supposed to hate Dexter Lawrence, but they had a really good practice, and they're proving what I was saying. Dexter Lawrence may not last super long in this league, especially with his issues with conditioning. He's going to be really good this year. Dexter Lawrence is awesome. That's an Epstein Island. That's the island. I see. It's not LeBron James's. Good to know. You're too young to see Brian as the Jets OC. But I was old enough to see Greg Williams as the Jets DC. Nice little bubble screen there. I forget who 88 is. The Giants have all these random wide receivers. But Xavier Gibson, who's going to maybe help out on special teams, gets about 11, I want to say. Maybe 12. Giants are going to punt, though. He got 11. Nice. Corey Black sighting. Nice. If you live through that, you'd never worry about him as a head coach. It's just a good roster. It's just a really good roster, man. And I feel like Dak is kind of risen above the criticism. I don't think Dak, like, there's not much you can. Dak's kind of like Kirk Cousins. There's not really much of a point to saying he chokes big games anymore. It just kind of is what it is. Maybe that's what will happen with Justin Herbert. I've been thinking a lot about Herbert and the Chargers, and I feel like this is a big do or die year for them. But then again, Dak Prescott didn't exactly do in his do or die years, and he's still around. He's still starting. He's still well liked by most people, I guess. That's not true. But, you know, Dak Prescott is respected in NFL circles. Dak's amazing. The rest of the team stinks. Yeah, see? I mean, wait a minute here. Wait a second. The Cowboys made considerable improvements to the defense during last season and in the draft, namely Caleb Downs as everyone's favorite draft pick, but also re-signing Quinnen. I think they re-signed George Pickens, right? Did they give him a new deal? Or is he still on the tag? I forget. Okay, so he's on the tag. My mistake. He's on the tag. So we'll see what happens. But I think the Cowboys shockingly stuck the landing this offseason. And they were okay last year. So okay. They were the 12th pick. But like, I don't know. It's just tough to see them be bad. Caleb may not helping them as rookie. Pickens on the tag. Yeah, Pickens is on the tag. And Caleb may not help them as much as a rookie. But again, I feel like I'm blanking on all the pieces they added. But I feel like they added a ton of defensive starters here. Let me pull up the Dallas depth chart here. Merry Christmas to me. I got to look at the Dallas Cowboys sick roster. Rashawn Gary, that's who I was thinking of. That's not the needle mover that I thought it would be. Yeah, Rashawn Gary and Caleb Downs. Yeah, a whole lot of nothing. Yeah, this unit and Von Miller. That's the one. And Von Miller. They've also had Shavon Ravel, who's not good at all, but there you go. There's a lot of starters returning from last season, I guess. Maybe the Cowboys aren't that great. Here's the Cowboys team, if anyone's wondering. Maybe the starters aren't all that. Pickens on the tag, Jerry on the rag. I did start watching the Cowboys America's Team Netflix documentary that came out last year. I got through the first episode, haven't gotten back into it. Probably will, though. It seems interesting. I want to talk about not sports for a second, though. I like how as soon as the Knicks won, Dallas fans were saying they were next and breaking their dry spell. Dallas fans are very annoying across the board. I mean, poor Luka's situation, but Dallas fans were always like, yeah, but what about me for a second? Okay. What I wanted to say about not football related topics. I don't talk about the Kardashians a lot. And there's a lot of reasons for that. One, I think the Kardashians are extremely overhated. You know, a lot of people are like, I hate Kim K for what she's done for the way women see themselves. And that's fair. But I feel like if I met Kim K, I wouldn't be like blaming her for everything that's wrong with the world. I feel like she's a product, not a cause. Not a product. I know that's not the right term. But you know what I mean? I think she's an effect rather than a cause. And with Kim K, I would love to talk to her and have an interview and have a nice discussion about what it's like being Kim Kardashian. What is it like being married to Kanye West? How is that? It seems like a lot of fun. But namely, what I want to get into is Khloe. Because Khloe Kardashian is not the smartest Kardashian. Breaking new ground here. What I'm getting at is I have been watching Dragon Ball on Disney Plus, and the other night, as I was getting into Dragon Ball, I scrolled over the Disney Plus, and I see a new show from Khloe Kardashian as Miller drops back into the end zone, almost sacked, breaks away from it. That's not Miller, never mind. Gronkowski throws it out of the end zone, 2nd and 15 coming up. Khloe Kardashian has a new show on Hulu called The Girls, a Khloe Kardashian project. And I don't want to sound, what's the word? Misogynistic, but it's the worst thing I've ever seen in my entire life. It is the worst thing that I'm counting reels, comments on social media. I was a film major. I watched some videos of people. The Girls by Khloe Kardashian is the worst thing I've ever seen in my life. It is shot poorly. Everybody in it is super boring. Khloe Kardashian doesn't seem to give a shit, even though the whole thing is just one big ego move for her. And again, I'm not someone who hates the Kardashians. My God, if you want to get angry, watch The Girls on Hulu, a Khloe Kardashian project. I couldn't even finish the first episode. And I love reality TV. This is not, oh, this is so hedonistic, Sodom and Gomorrah, but in 2026. No, dude, I love this shit. And it was still really bad. So if anybody has any Kardashian takes to fill in this boring ass preseason game, I would very much appreciate it. Or we can continue talking about football. Either way, there's just not much to bring up. There's a holding in the Giants game, offensive holding. Bring it on back. I hate her because she's a fascist. That's a fair point. I'm not going to dispute that. Ask her if she's content with fucking up the youth of today. What is that? Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean. Everyone hates Kim Kardashian. The fascist point, I kind of glossed over that. What do you mean by that? Is that like some thing she did? Is that a thing? Gradowski getting an NFL shot? Is this like a notable guy? Someone else said, we love Gronowski. Who is this? I think she could be, I think it would be masochist to call it bad just because she's a woman. Equal criticism, equal rights. Not to call it bad just because she's a woman. No, I agree. No, but I mean, like, the show's called The Girls. Obviously, it's not for me. So for me to be like, this sucks, I don't think that does anything for anyone. Mark Gronowski out of Iowa. I still can't find anything too interesting about this guy. But yeah, I know that's what I mean. I'm not just, but I hate the people that are like, Captain Marvel was so bad. And you ask them, what didn't you like about it? And they're just, Brie Larson is just nice tackle in the backfield there, Giants. Nice defensive stand. We're going to get 4th and almost 20. Good play. Tutu Atwell lost it. Go Giants. But yeah, and it's like, what didn't you like about Captain Marvel? And they're like, Brie Larson's just so, I just can't. I hate that type of person who just blindly hates female-led movies. A lot of them aren't great, but bring the heat. Bring the reasons. I'm not trying to call you a misogynist, but, you know, sell it a little bit. Literally has no arm. How is he even getting a look? Oh, shit. Speaking of no arms, I've been meaning to talk about this. Pun up, almost blocked, not quite. Giants football, going to be good field position real quick. Let's see this return. It's not Calvin Austin anymore. I think it's Xavier Gibson, who's around the outside, down at the 20. Flag on the play, though. This is probably coming back. I always knew a good Giants special teams play was too good to be true. Speaking of missing arms, speaking of people named Miller, the Dolphins quarterback named Miller. Matt Miller, ESPN analyst, had a pretty eventful summer. If you don't know the Matt Miller story, let me tell it in a Hunnaball way where I might get some details wrong, but it might be kind of halfway funny. Matt Miller worked on Bleacher Report for a while, and that was how I discovered the fella. I'm not smiling because like what happened to him is funny. I'm trying to like hold it together here. It's just a very ironic situation. Matt Miller has been working his way up the sports journalism ladder for a really long time, and I like Matt Miller a lot. In fact, my first sports podcast I ever listened to was him, Connor Rogers, and someone else. I forget who. I think his name was like Tebow or Bebo or whatever like the random fat guy is on the podcast that everyone makes fun of, Peepo or whatever. And Matt Miller, Stick to Football podcast. And Matt Miller then went to ESPN and got paid big, but he never let the moment get too big for him. And he stayed true. He did a bunch of charity raffles. He said to himself, you can tell, when I make it, I'm going to make sure to give back. And he tried his fucking best to do that, I think, because a bunch of charity raffles, a bunch of charity fantasy football leagues, selling gear, leveraging his connections with the National Football League and giving back to the community, helping veterans, helping sick kids, donating stuff to children's hospitals. But what happens when Mother Teresa doesn't actually give the charities anything? What happens when Matt Miller is too busy pocketing this charity money and not paying back the winners? Some could say maybe it's because it's a pain in the ass tracking people down when you have 25 raffles and he should have just had an assistant do it. Some others might say he's stealing the money. I don't know if you guys know what a senior assassin is. It's a high school thing where you go around and try and spray people with water guns. It's not fun to explain. The point is there was a $10 buy-in. My whole high school class paid it, and the winner was never paid. And it's hard to track someone down and punish the ringleader in that situation because technically there's no abiding body. There's no like organization to hold a person accountable. I say all of this. Matt Miller is taking money from people and then not giving it to children's hospitals. So a month after getting, I want to say at least sued, maybe arrested, but at least sued for all this hoopla about pocketing the cash, Matt Miller on a drive to wherever swerves in front of a truck, not under any influence. He blew zeros. I read the story. He blew zeros. Not under any influence. He swerves in front of a truck and now he doesn't have one arm. Matt Miller, unlike the Cam Miller of the Miami Dolphins, does not have an arm. And he, of course, needs money to pay for the surgery. He's not going to be at ESPN anymore. He's getting convicted for a crime and he doesn't have an arm. So he's not really, he can't be too worried about writing sports stories at the moment. So Matt, and forgive me if I got anything wrong in that story. I think I got it pretty right, though. Matt Miller, ESPN analyst, is now down an arm and needs your help. So I got a link in the bio. Donate the money to him. I'm just kidding. But when he said, guys, I could use some cash right now to pay for my surgery, of course you know what the people are going to say. Dude. So I wanted to kind of give my insight on the matter. One, I like Matt Miller a lot, but he does not look great at the moment. And I don't know why he got into an accident. I obviously wasn't there. But his insistence that he blew zeros alone makes me feel like something's up. First down Giants. Something's up there. Anytime someone gets into an accident and is like, I blew zeros though. Come on. You can't get me for a DUI. I was not drunk. You have to protect yourself. It just doesn't come off great. So how do we feel about the Matt Miller stuff? I, for one, feel bad for the guy, but had to bring attention to just the major irony of this situation. So let me see this. Brie Larson, nice tackle. All right, wait, hold on. People don't know how to be ethical haters. It's sad we used to be a society. I agree with that point. I'm sorry I didn't see that earlier. Didn't like Captain Marvel only because she didn't feel like she earned her power. Her only weakness, I didn't believe. I think it's a weak character. Work for a male or female character. Yeah, no, you could make the argument Captain Marvel was a weak character development. There you go. Simple. Birds of Prey. I like and I love Wonder Woman. I feel like the characters with I like the characters with struggle and character. Birds of Prey was good. No one loves Birds of Prey, but I feel like a lot of people liked it. We got you here. What's up, man? Hey. I respect the blatant disregard for any sort of morals from Matt Miller. Full-blown scumbaggery of the highest order. See, okay, I'm glad we got the mob mentality today. Not like, whoa, man, that guy has a family. I like it. I like it. Didn't they capture the accident on video? I believe. I don't actually remember hearing that. Hold on. Eric Gray, first down Giants once again. Giants look really good, just steady, moving the ball and good defense. I don't think it's going to be a very explosive offense, and I don't want to read too much into a week 2 preseason game. But if our team looks like this season, pretty solid. All right, let's look at Matt Miller accident video. We interrupt this football to watch someone get into a car crash. The sad and bizarre Matt Miller. So yeah, this was already hit like a month ago. Again, I'm offline. So if that was like, duh, Hunnaball, who didn't hear about that? I'm offline, so I don't know what people are talking about. I wanted to make sure you guys knew that Matt Miller, I believe he was also charged. He was charged. So here's an update. ESPN analyst Matt Miller charged in car accident that left him with amputated arm. I don't want to watch the video on stream for obvious reasons, but I want to see if it's there. All right, here's Reddit. This is from r/truckers. Woof. Not great. Not great. Not as bad as it was described to me, but not great. Eric Gray crossed the line again. Bedoni looked good there. Bedoni's looked good today. I will say that. I got a couple of grabs. But I vaguely remember seeing the footage months ago. God, I hate being late to stuff. That's the thing. If I was streaming consistently when I've read this when it happened, if I was streaming consistently, I would have caught the topic when it was hot. That's the one pain with being offline. I'm actually really enjoying not reading how the world's on fire every day. All right. 1st and 10, Giants in the red zone, trying to make it 27-3. Team looks good. Is he all right? I mean, he doesn't have an arm, but he's going to live. He's on permanent leave from his career, and he doesn't have an arm, but other than that, he's okay. Eric Gray, Eric Gray, who is now on the bubble for making the roster, is trying his best today, and I appreciate that. 5 carries for 17 yards. Looks pretty spry out there. And Neil fell down on purpose. Wait, hoping someone would sub him out. What? I missed it just now. Wait, let me see. It is still coming down, by the way, in Miami. It is still pouring rain. Second and 6 from the 9-yard line. Evan Neal is still in at right guard. Set Hutt, Brandon Allen. Okay, we can throw to someone besides the running back. It's a big telltale sign for a bad quarterback, only checking it down to the halfback in specific. Fun football thing to do. Say halfback instead of running back. You feel smarter, but it doesn't sound better. It's not. You don't sound great. Giants have 300 yards, by the way, compared to Miami's 87. The Giants also have 4 red zone trips, have converted on 2 of them. We'll see if we get a third here. Let's see this, 3rd and 6. I want to go through the stats, but 3rd and 6. Brandon Allen steps and he overshoots Thomas Fidone. If that was that would have been nice. If Fidone climbed the ladder and plucked that out of the sky, that would have been great. Would have been a big defense for my guy, Tommy F. Tommy F too. Well, 4th down coming up for the Giants. Let's see if we can punch another field goal. Had an open Dylan Cambray. Had an open Thomas Fidone. He just missed him. What a shit throw. Bench him. Yeah, no, again, he was open. He just missed it. Guy's wearing his engagement band out there. Very cool moment from Brandon Allen and his wife. This is Ben Sauls. This is not Dominic Zavada. So let's see if he can make this. If he bricks this, it will not be good for his roster case. Ben Sauls' kick is up and good. Just doesn't feel as clean as Dominic Zavada. But whoever makes kicks, that's the win. Honestly, as long as we don't have kickers that are kicking the ground and missing the ball, Charlie Brown style, it's an upgrade. Go Big Blue. All right, so this is the box score at the moment. I can't imagine too much important is going to change, so let me make the important stuff bigger here. All right, so as you can see, Jameis Winston had a decent day. He's the set and forget backup. Not much to discuss there. Devin Singletary and Tyron Tracy still duking it out for that RB3 spot, and Eric Gray, who's number 200 apparently. 5 carries for 17 yards. I'd say this is the major story with the Giants right now, just the running attack. We know Scadaboo's the number 1 guy, but is it going to be more of a split? Are we going to see more Motor, more Tyron Tracy? What's Najee Harris going to do? A lot of moving parts here. Speaking of moving parts, Darius Slayton got after it today. Big explosive catches, 6 targets, 4 grabs. Not any gross drops, so we'll take that out of DS. Eric Gray getting it through the air for sure. Like I said, he's playing hard today. He really is. He's almost at 50 total yards, 49 now. And who knows? Maybe he'll stick with the team, make a back end of another roster, perhaps stay with the practice squad. I like Eric Gray. I just don't know a ton about the guy. Odell got a couple of catches. Calvin Austin looks very quick. I'm glad that he's on the team as well. Other than that, not a ton to take away from the offense. It felt like the line blocked pretty well. I mean, we've only taken 1 sack today. It felt like it's been pretty solid blocking throughout. And then from a defense perspective, I feel like stopping the run has been the biggest thing today. Miami's looking at 41 yards on 15 carries, and 18 of those yards or 17 of those yards was one random end of half quarterback run. So I feel like all in all, the run defense has been great. Miami's not by any means a team that you should hang your hat on beating in preseason, but these all feel like good steps forward. And the Giants had a really good week of practice, so it's nice that they followed up with the game, that it wasn't fluky. Maybe, just maybe, the Giants will not be in the bottom of the barrel tier this year. Miami, we're not so sure, but the Giants look good enough to maybe get to 7 wins. So that's my little recap of the game. If you haven't watched much, that's what I have to say about it. There's a lot more to discuss, but you guys know I'm not much of a film guy. So film major, but not much of a film guy. Expand the league to 14 just in case. Sure. Tracy's gone. Tracy's gone. Cut candidate. We're going to see. We're going to see. I mean, Devin Singletary on a vet min. It's a pretty sweet deal. Eric Gray's playing hard. It's tough, man. I like Tracy a lot. He got picked pretty high in some fantasy leagues too, so that'd be funny if he didn't make the roster. 4 minutes left in the third quarter here. Big run out for Miami, getting to the 30, getting some good field position for the first time in a minute here. Yeah, was there anything else that I particularly wanted to discuss before I close down my stream notes? One thing I want to bring up before we get into the fourth quarter here. I just want to talk about a couple of training camp people that have kind of flashed on my radar and ask out who are some training camp risers for you guys. Obviously, I think Ty Simpson is one who's less of a training camp riser, more of a preseason riser, just because he had such a good game last week. I wanted to bring that up because I didn't get time for it last week. Jacoby Lane, obviously everyone knows about the training camp darling Jacoby Lane. He's fun. I just wanted to bring him up because I got him in fantasy. I'm very excited. Deonte Banks, like I said earlier, making a push for that cornerback 1 spot. That's all I could say highly about Deonte Banks. Dan Jones is healthy along with Malik Neighbors. And there are other training camp risers for sure. I just wanted to hit on those obvious ones first. I want to take the easy ones off the board and then, let the floor speak here. We got James here. What's up, James? Nice. Also some training camp fallers. Shedeur Sanders because he's losing to Deshaun Watson. Will Howard because he sucks and is losing to Drew Aller. Diego Pavia because he didn't make the roster. And Jaden Daniels because he's wasting his time with nonsense. There we go. Cardinals are also big training camp losers, but that's neither here nor there. So yeah, any other training camp studs that you guys want to plant your flag into? For lack of a better term, there are better terms. There are better terms than that, but some guys that you think are going to be great pros. 3rd and 4 coming up from Miami. I feel weird even talking about this game at this point. Giants winning a preseason game, and I'm not even. Oh, ball's on the ground, big fumble. But Gronowski was able to fall on it. He dropped the snap, but the Giants still played a hell of a rep. Happy about it. James has a lot to work on, no doubt. Don't we all? School starting up. Big week for the people still in school. Good for Gronowski keeping that ball, honestly. I was shocked that thing didn't get away. Anyway, punt coming from Miami, so a quick 3 and out. I can't imagine a lot's going to change in this game. So, you know what I'm going to do? Things are about to get real crazy. God, Gronowski stinks. It's not great. Here we go. What do you think? Pretty freaking sweet, right? I just unplugged my light. Not as sweet. It's getting lower. I don't know if that's coming through. Oh, shit. Squished my chair. So yeah, now we're at seated mode. I got a standing desk, and I wanted to show it off because I'm not one to have great equipment. So now that I do, I want to brag about it. But then my light got unplugged. The whole thing got messed up. There we go. Boom. Not school person. Oh, geez. If I can just okay. Well. The beauty about this new setup is how quick it is for me to set everything up. That didn't take long. Anyway, and that looks good. And now we're sitting down. Nice and simple. Boom. We got silly songs with Larry going, and my back is no longer in pain. Wins all around. It's kind of weird at the veg. Anyway. Yeah, I mean, football is back. Very rarely my speeches. I'm excited for GTA 6. All right. We've gone through the box score. I guess what we could do now is just go through the rest of the games. I'm not going to even pretend like I watched them. I watched a little bit of Falcons Colts and then a couple reps out of Ravens Vikings. JJ McCarthy misfires at QB, standout for the Vikings in a 13-3 preseason loss to the Ravens. JJ McCarthy went 5 for 10, 81 yards. I would like to see some of these passes. perseveres. JJ McCarthy had an erratic start for Minnesota Vikings. Damn, bro, it's this bad. This is like headline news. JJ McCarthy plays 18 snaps, gets banged up in Vikings loss. Oh, that Ravens-Vikings game was so boring. That's how I felt about Chargers-Niners. I mean, again, I want to have fun, dude. I'm not trying to rip on it. I bought tickets. I wanted to enjoy myself, but it's a preseason football. I do so much. About Doomsday. Is that... Oh, yeah, let's talk about Doomsday. Quarterback JJ McCarthy would have played longer Saturday. He not gotten banged up during a rough first quarter. JJ McCarthy played 18 snaps, but O'Connell said he had hoped to send him out for at least one more possession. He absorbed 3 hits and 1 sack. I want to see the snaps, though. They don't have any clips here. Shoot. All right. Well, time for Twitter. Let's see. I'm sure JJ McCarthy's trending. Everyone's always got some shit to say. Wow. CJ Stroud's unusual eye exercise. What the fuck? All right. Well, let's scroll Twitter. CJ McCarthy's unusual eye exercises spark NFL buzz. What? What? When did this happen? Is he seeing which way the wind's going? That might be kind of genius. Just looks extremely weird. What the hell? What did I tell you about McCarthy? Yeah, no, I mean, listen, the JJ McCarthy doubters may be right for now. Do your victory laps, because when he bounces back, I'm gonna enjoy myself. Which time would shock you the most if they won the Super Bowl? Which team? The Cardinals. The Cardinals, without question. Harbaugh is such a piece of shit, man. Wait. See, now I'm scrolling Twitter. See, this is what happens. See, JJ McCarthy overthrows wide open receiver in Vikings preseason loss. Oh. Oh, man. That hurts. I just want to keep this on loop. Just going to keep this on loop for a sec. 1st and 10 Giants. Allen throws it behind the line of scrimmage. Gets a couple, maybe. I don't even know who the hell's playing anymore. Bankston. The Bankstons are open today, I guess. If the Jets win a Super Bowl, the world will end. That's a great point. It's a great point. Josh Ezadu gets up a little gingerly. Damn, the Iron Man of the Giants practice squad. That's a shitty thing to say about someone getting hurt, but how the hell is Josh Ezadu still hanging around? Can someone explain to me why John Harbaugh is a piece of shit because Rashad Bateman got arrested? Maybe they're talking about Jim. I'm assuming John. For me, it's the Browns. I mean, if the Browns win, that would be crazy. Shador, especially on the back of Shador Sanders, that'd be great. If Deshaun Watson's Browns won a Super Bowl, that would be the most shocking and frustrating. Ezdu was able to walk off on his own accord, so I think we'll be okay there. Who's the number 1 pick for my fantasy team this year? I gotta go Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't think you could go wrong between Jahmyr Gibbs and Bijan Robinson, but I just trust Jahmyr Gibbs more in that offense with that offensive line. The Falcons are really good. Algier not vulturing touchdowns is huge, and Bijan Robinson is, I don't want to say for sure going to stay healthy, but he's proven his health time in and time out. I guess I did more of a sell for Bijan Robinson there, but I just prefer Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't think you can go wrong, though. McCarthy will be in medical supply sales this time next year. It's not a bad racket, though. Not a bad industry to join at this time. Hell, man, I get more GLP-1 ads than I do for anything else. 3rd and 8, Brandon Allen. Could you imagine being a traveling pharmaceutical sales rep selling Ozempic? That's got to be an easy sell. That cannot be difficult. The biggest, the largest Nate. Oh, fuck. I just realized. The biggest, the largest Nate. What's up, Nathan? Oh, man. Yeah, man. I gotta move this chair up. I don't know why it's all the way down. There we go. Hunnaball's got a chair now. Wasn't a huge pick with Bijan, Gibbs and Bijan very, very close 1 and 2. Yeah. After that becomes a bit of a headache. If someone in your league, if you're picking at pick 3 and one of those guys is still there, someone in your league is dumb as hell. All right. We've seen this clip. This is nuts, right? Like this is crazy. I'm not like people miss passes, but like this is just not good. Lions edge Commanders in 17-13 preseason week 2 thriller. KOC ain't a quarterback whisperer, by the way. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it. I thought he was. I was wrong. Can we? I got to follow up on this. Harbaugh is the coach of the Giants. Bateman is on the Ravens. Why would Harbaugh allow this? He's not that detailed. Wait, what? All right, vague posting wins once again. Congratulations, Mr. Chicken. You got the viral tweet of the day. All right, 1st and 10. Brandon Allen steps up, finds, who was that? 89. Who the hell was that? I can't see. Hodgins? Oh, Isaiah Hodgins sighting. 1st down Giants. Nice. Depends when you pick. Oh, yeah. All right. Well, I don't know what the hell this is. Was there any other bad McCarthy plays? I mean, it sounds like from the looks of it, he had an awful game to begin with. Nope. I can't find the Twitter tab. Here we go. Yeah. All right. And I guess UFC is hitting Sacramento tonight. So that's great. There's got to be more. This is just, people are killing him for this pass. This Vikings fan page went ultra viral, 1.8 million views. Damn, I just want to see the rest of the game. Here we go. Look at this. Heaves it. Nice pass. See, this is what no one talks about. No one talks about the amazing ball that got them there. 2nd and 7 from the Giants. You know, I played the shitty clip for a while. Let's play the good one. Boom. Boom. 9 moment. They're back. Timeout for the Giants. We will not let this third quarter end. God, don't you love streaming preseason? As boring as college is going to be, I know it's not going to be this bad when we do get over there. Why is this tab open? Because 9. So yeah, if we compare the stats, Brosmer did get out there, 98 yards. Wentz, once again, good day, 92 yards. Again, Wentz is definitely too good for preseason, too experienced. Demon Claiborne didn't get much going as far as average wise. Did up in a run for 9 yards. Jamar Jefferson, not to be confused with the other Jefferson, got 15 yards. That's what happened. I saw Jefferson with number 17. I was like, wait, because I think Jettas wears 18. I thought, what, did he change his number? Different guy. And Giants check down goes nowhere. I think the Giants are just going to try and kill clock now. I mean, that's already been the plan, but it feels like a lot of runs and check downs. Not that Brandon Allen's Mr. Patrick Mahomes over here. Offense stalled out a bunch because of penalties. I'm assuming everyone's pinning it on him because it's easier than looking at the dude getting false starts. Exactly. Everyone likes shitting on 9. It pisses me off. That's what I mean. All the vultures come out of the woodwork to, you know, take their victory lap. It's like, congrats. Most rookie quarterbacks fail. Dylan Gabriel too. I fucking told you. Yeah, okay. Dylan Gabriel. That one. Dylan Gabriel never had a shot. I don't think anybody was like very much other than Dylan Gabriel's girlfriend or wife. No one was really defending DG there. So congrats on calling your shot there, John. I wouldn't give you too much credit. Great. Jason Kelsey just had a comically large sandwich. Now I'm extremely hungry. Damn it. I feel like this always happens about the 2-3 hour mark of these streams. Man gets hungry. But yeah, once again, drop a like if you haven't already. The largest Nate has arrived. Stupidest handle. The funniest handle. Do you see the Mendoza sack? Oh, shoot. I didn't even see that message. Okay, type me on PC. Let me see here. I did not see the Mendoza sack. Heard he got a little dinged up, though. Damn, Otis really did change his picture to Aiden O'Connell. What the? I did see this. This pick 6 was pretty hilarious. Dylan Lobb trots into the end zone. Dylan Lobb moment. I've ripped him every week of his. I've been talking shit about JJ since he was in college. I've ripped him every week of his career. I believe that. I'm giving you credit for JJ. I'm giving you credit for that one. It's the Dylan Gabriel take that I have to walk back. I'm not going to give anyone any flowers for saying a 4th-round quarterback on the Cleveland Browns is going to be bad. Even the Browns didn't believe in Dylan Gabriel. That's why they took Shador. This damn chair. It's like squeaking. I need some WD-40. I just bought it. Small potatoes, things to complain about. First world shit. Has anyone played the new Madden? Obviously, it's not great, but has anyone is there any major takeaway from this new Madden? I did not buy it. I have not seen a clip of it. I don't even know what the scoreboard looks like or the main menu or any of it. Don't give a shit, but I'm asking for the sake of the stream. Is there anything worth noting in the new Madden other than them almost charging for microtransactions in franchise? I love WD-40. That's my favorite. It's my favorite scent. Anyway, start of the 4th quarter in New York. I guess we can change to the main scene now. 3rd and 7. Brandon Allen finds his man underneath. First down, I think Dylan Cambry, who's another guy who's fringe roster, probably not going to go in this heavy wide receiver room. But as you can see, he already beat out Juju Smith-Schuster, who is not on the team anymore. The UI is terrible. Okay. I'm good. I'm glad they didn't get that right, at least. Should I build a Minecraft railway system through the world or work on digging out a mountain to make into a potion making facility? It's the weekend. Get outside. Build the railway. That's what I would say. Felt like my mom there for the first half of that sentence. There's a saying, if it moves when it shouldn't, use duct tape. If it doesn't move when it should, use WD-40. This moves when it doesn't. It just creaks. Like, that's the only thing. Like, now it's not creaking. It creaks, like, sparingly, and that bothers me, because it's like, this is supposed to be a new chair. I built it myself with these hands. So when it squeaks, it makes me feel like less of a man. That's not good. I got a rave going on at the VeggieTales song. 2nd and 15, BA. Also, another thing I noticed today, Darius Alexander played a lot. I think he played okay. Thomas Fidone, big grab, almost a first down. Good play by Thomas Fidone here. But yeah, man, Darius Alexander, he was on the field for at least the first 2 quarters. So clearly we're trying to get him reps. So I appreciate that. He's looked okay so far. 3rd and 1 coming up. Tommy was just short. Just lube it up. Well, that's what I was thinking with the WD-40. Is that not what it is? I wasn't going to use that terminology, but that's what I figured. 3rd and 1. This would be a perfect time to plug in my Xbox, but I'm done with these shitty capture cards. I'm done trying to finick and work through the settings to use this thing to get the Xbox plugged in is such a pain in the ass. But once I get a better capture card, I'm just going to run RDR or GTA when that comes out. Aren't you excited? Aren't you excited for GTA 6? My God. It's going to get delayed. I'm going to be offline. I'm not going to find out until way too late. That's what's going to happen. I'm going to be sitting there in line at GameStop November 26th. Like, where the hell is everyone? DA needs every snap he can get. No, I agree. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. Yeah, exactly. We need Darius Alexander. He is a big X factor this season. He is the high draft pick on that D-line that everyone forgets, or everyone that's not a Giants fan, the happy people. And yeah, man, it is lubricant. Good. All right, we'll take it. Then I'll get some WD-40. If that doesn't work, code red. I'm going to have to give a bad review on this chair, which I'd rather not do. Paul George is sponsored by them. And I think he's paid fairly, too. I don't think they pay him under the table through the Clippers channel. I'm not excited for GTA 6. Godzilla, however. Which studio is making the Godzilla movie? Is it the -1 fellas? I think I heard about a -1 sequel. Another handoff there goes nowhere. Damon Bankston, who I haven't heard anything about, loses a couple. You need an easy capture card. Used to use Elgato back in the day. It was a lot easier for Xbox specifically. No, definitely. Yeah, I have an Elgato plugged into my camera. So that's a for sure. That is definitely a for sure. I just need to pay for it. In fact, I think I get a cheap capture card for like $30. But the important thing with the capture card is that it needs to have a two-way. That way I can put it onto a TV and not, you know, what I was doing playing games, and I said this a few times through Red Dead, but I was watching the game through the OBS window. And if you haven't streamed, the OBS window is like a fraction of your screen because there's the chat, there's all the other settings. It's way different. So I suck at video games. I can own that, but it was very emphasized by the fact that I'm working with a half of a screen here. I could see the full screen. It was just very small. So I'm excited to actually be able to play Red Dead in its true glory. I can't appreciate the beauty of the game if I'm watching it in like a tablet-sized window. Not a Godzilla movie. They're making a remake of Destroy All Monsters game. It's coming out right before GTA. Ooh. Okay. Godzilla fighting game is getting remastered. I'm looking forward to it. Damn, I guess I got to look this up now. By the way, Giants driving into the red zone now. 2nd and 9 coming up. Or 2nd and 8. Let me look this up. I've been asking for this shit for years. I'm running any and all fades. I got to see this. What? All the monsters, huh? My buddy showed me a clip of the Monsters TV show, Frankenstein. I'm such an idiot. I search all the monsters. Video game. Wait. I don't think that's what it's called. I don't think that's what it's called. All the monsters video game. Okay, Godzilla. Oh, shoot. Godzilla Destroy All the Monsters Melee. Is this it? Why didn't I just look up Godzilla video game reboot? Yeah. Oh, no shit. Oh, we're definitely going to watch this in a second. 3rd and 8 coming up for the Giants. Incomplete pass from Brandon Allen there. Rice getting in the way of the play. So like $20 a remaster should be good. Oh, so it's a remaster of a... I see. Okay. Let me see... Okay. Random thought. CeeLo Green is really underrated. All right. Let's watch this clip. Maybe get some sound going here. Do I have headphones? Shit. Ah! Oh my God. I just saw a light flailing at me. 4th and 8 coming up for the Giants. A light just comes rushing at me. All right. Let's get a headset going here. And here we are. CeeLo Green's a pervert. Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Let's talk about his music. I don't know about CeeLo Green the man. Kick is up and good. 26-3 Giants. Let's see this video. If I can just... Sweet Jesus. Oh, so it's kind of like an open world. You could throw buildings at each other? Online and local multiplayer? Robot Godzilla, Mechazilla. I don't have a PlayStation. Damn. I was like, I'm definitely gonna play this. This is damn. I don't have a PlayStation or an Atari. Fuck. Is there a Steam port? I guess not. I mean, it would be here if there was. Shoot. Well, that's not very fun. Oh, great. Stages are fully destructive. No shit. That's so cool. It looks like a lot of fun. I hope you guys enjoy playing it. I will not be able to, unfortunately. Unless I buy a PlayStation for Godzilla Destroy All the Monsters Melee Remastered, which I might. I am. GF10, are you a fan of the big G too? Is it? Oh, Big G. I got to. I think I'm CeeLo Green. Big Green. I think I'm gonna put in Red Monster from the creepypasta. Who the hell's Red Monster from the creepypasta? First time in my life I want an Atari. So it's going. So it is actually going back on Atari. I was doing a joke there. Is it really going on Atari? This light is way too bright. I look so damn pale, which is a lot coming from the whitest guy on earth. All right, now here we go. Got a little golden. Feel like I'm by a McDonald's sign. It's great. What do you have some deep diving to do? Red Monster creepypasta. You would love that. All right. All right. Let's see. Wow, we watch Ben Sauls kick it up. Red Monster All right. I've never liked the word creepypasta. I prefer to just eat pasta. Oh, what the fuck? Red NES Godzilla creepy. Oh, wow. So this is actually like a thing. This is like some niche internet. No, this is an actual Godzilla port thing. He's a demon who possessed the Godzilla cartridge to haunt Zach. My buddy Zach? I know a Zach. Zach is the protagonist of the NES. Okay, so a different Zach. He's the protagonist. You guys know Zach. You're the protagonist of the NES Godzilla creepypasta, narrates the story throughout. So the red monster comes out from the shadow. This is a creepy looking thing too. This is, John was not kidding. This is a bastard, this thing. I want to hide my very important tabs. Picture of JJ McCarthy. Hellbeast is a random adding would be funny. I know you're talking about the Godzilla game, but you can say about any. Oh, I was thinking of Hellboy, actually. I don't know Hellbeast. First time in my life I want an Atari. Oh, I see. All right. We're back at square one. There is no Atari port for the new Godzilla game. Wait till you hear it. Hear what? Is this thing gonna come up behind me and choke me out? What do you hear it? It has red bat. It grows bat-like wings and eagle-like talons. Why? Wow. So it grows non-eagle wings just to make it even scarier. It's got a spider thing going, a creepy face. This is the fan game. This is the original. Interesting. Hellbeast is the thing you're looking at right now. This, wait. Oh, it's also known as the Hellbeast. No shit. Okay, I'm so behind in this conversation right now. I don't understand what the hell I'm looking at. Intestinal jaws. I thought that said something else. Damn, this guy's got a lot of features. Lava fingers, spiked balls, consumption. He can unhinge his lower jaw and easily devour kaiju, stone, and lava in a similar vein to snakes. Meanwhile, Gronowski rolls to his right and throws it out of bounds. We're going to get a Dolphins punt. This game sucks. I mean, it's a Giants win, but I'm over it. Damn, this guy's got a lot of shit to him. I mean, he should be in the game. I mean, I don't know how the hell you design that, but again, this is not the most intensive graphics we have here. This looks so cool. This looks like GTA 4. If you modded Godzilla into GTA 4, even though this is, I think, LA is supposed to be, or Miami, because the palm trees. I also appreciate the different settings they have. Like, this is so cool. Destruction mode. I'm Godzilla. I'm going to go through and destroy Philly. That'd be so fun. Look at this. I believe that's Seattle and London, Big Ben, a ship dock. Like, it's cool, man. And this motherfucker just destroy aura. Yeah, but it's got Godzilla. You can fight your friends. And the golden dragon. So there you go. I mean, I wish I could play. I'm pissed off now. I feel like I'm really missing out. I mean, when I hear this red guy's story, I think of the whole purple guy Five Nights at Freddy's thing. That's the supposed video game creepypasta of my generation, or of our generation, depending on if you're, how old you are. And I couldn't tell you too much about him. I just know there's a purple guy who comes in and terrorizes Freddy and the gang, and you don't like him. That's the thing with these niche video game references. If I don't understand a niche film reference, how the hell am I going to understand the NES Godzilla creepypasta? Wait, so this isn't an actual game? Wait a minute. What the hell? This is a rabbit hole. Wait. It's not... huh. I didn't read the fine print. So it's a horror story. This is not a real person. And he goes in and he attacks the narrator and supposed protagonist of the game in Godzilla Monster of Monsters. However, once he defeated it, Magura's sprite, I'm skipping to the end here, shattered into pieces. He was now worried the same glitch would happen to Titanosaurus, but to his relief, the fight went well. However, starting from the next world and on, he's about to be stalked by something within the game, something that will leave him traumatized for the rest of his life. Kind of on the hook here. This is so much better than Khloe Kardashian's The Girls show, a project by Khloe Kardashian on Hulu. Holy shit. So this is a lore. Wow. But this is chapter 1. I imagine there's a whole Earth and Mars. Yeah, there's definitely more to this. There's June 2015. Going all the way to March 2023, there's chapter 6. So there's a lot here. No doubt a deep rabbit hole. Well, damn. Troy's a Godzilla villain and Hellbeast just sounds like... Oh, I see. Okay. Looking forward to destroying London and damn. I'm getting so jealous here. Damn it. There's a creepypasta using the game's art that someone eventually made a game out of. It started out as a story, but someone made the actual game out of it. I see. I've never heard of a situation like this, so I can't just... like pretend like I know what I'm talking about, which is something I do a lot. Kind of like how this looks without the light, honestly. I think this is just straight up too much. I like being next to the sun, but let's go dark. This game's getting pretty dry. There's like 7 chapters to it, and they're all terrifying. Well, I mean, there's chapter 1 here. I've never been scared by something I've read. Is that like a dumb thing to say? I'm not saying people are wrong for it. It's never happened to me. Same thing with like smut. or I guess the better term is oh my god, fantasy flicks, fantasy books, sex books for middle-aged women. Sex murder books. That's what I was looking for. I just don't really get the appeal with that. My ADHD has gone too far for me to feel anything when I'm reading. I think will scare the fuck out of you. All right. I kind of want to. The thing is, I know if I read it on stream, it's gonna take a minute. I wouldn't imagine that it just gets right into it. I'm sure you have to establish a couple things, like most horror movies. Arvo Reese looks ready to get back out there. He's not even wearing a jersey, but he looks ready to go. I love what we're gonna get. I don't want to say I love Arvo Reese because I don't know the man and he hasn't even played an actual regular season snap. I'm very excited to see what we get out of Arvo Reese. Or better yet, I'm energized to see Arvo Reese. Kanye told me that Kanye said in a documentary that he doesn't like the word excited because it sounds like you're gonna run in front of a car and get hit by it. So he prefers energized. Motherfucker still streaming low, went to work and all, and you're still on. Well, the Giants game is still on, Jarv. Listen, we know the rules. If there's football, there's Hunnaball. Unless it's other teams playing preseason games. 2nd and 9 coming up. Got my comfy chair. I'll tell you what, sitting down has been a very welcome addition. Nice little pass to Thomas Fidone, who goes sky high and then fumbles the ball. You can play the story on YouTube. Oh, really? Okay. Like, is that like one of those YouTube games? All right, yeah, if you can walk me through how to do that, that's how we can close this stream. But how will Arvo Reese help the veteran? That's true. I forgot about that. That's very true. But think about the troops for a second. Arvo Reese is just the 3rd episode of BoJack Horseman. If you know, you know. I hope Thomas Fidone's okay. 3rd down coming up. Damn, the game's still on. Well, they need to play with an accelerated clock. The thing is, that would make it so much better for us as fans, but it would be so shitty to the guys trying to make the roster. And also, I want to say this. This is also a big moment for the broadcasting networks. Not a lot of people think about that. This is the most eyes that Dolphins.com or whomever is broadcasting each team's games they get. So a lot of like graphics people that aren't used to doing a whole NFL broadcast, now they're doing it. This is a big moment for them. So this is a chance for them to kind of break into the industry as well. And let me tell you, there's been a lot of mistakes in the broadcasting crews from these preseason games we've watched. It's normal. I'm just saying it's preseason for everyone, even me. That's why we got Veggie Tales back here instead of something actually important. Arville plus 850 for defensive rookie of the year. I like it. It's just tough to bet on a pass rusher to win defensive rookie of the year. It can happen. It feels like by default they give it to a DB. I could be talking on my ass there though. You can play the creepypasta as a narrative video or watch the long or just watch a long play of the game. I'd probably rather play a narrative video, but it's on. Oh, so you can watch it on YouTube, but you can play it on YouTube as well. I got 100 each on Bane and Reese Stevens rookie of the year. Feel good about one of those hitting. God damn. Yeah, I mean those will probably pay well as well. Shit. If one of them hits. Big tackle in the backfield for the Miami there. We're going to get third down New York. Why am I forgetting who took Ruben Bain? Oh, because he fell down the board. That's right. He went to Tampa. What a play. What do you mean Bain has the highest odds around? Really? Hey, I don't bet, man. I don't look. Our betting guy, the betting analyst, was supposed to come over for this game and give me some hot picks, but he didn't make it. So I'm just kind of floating it here. I don't do futures bets. What if they split the award GF10? Now that would be huge. Is Downs the front runner for D-Roy? I would have assumed it would have been him, but I guess it's Bain. When you said Downs, I thought you meant Josh Downs, and it's like maybe. Caleb Downs' brother, right? They're brothers. I know they're related. Has there been much hype from Bain out of training camp? Not that I've heard of. No, it's a mod NES game you play on an emulator, but even watching the game being played is terrifying. All right, then I'll watch the game be played. That seems a lot easier, a lot more accessible. I'll put it on my list of things that I need to watch that I still haven't gotten around to, like The Penguin Show, which someone told me to watch back in September of last year that I still haven't gotten into, but I will. I will watch The Penguin Show. Only future bet I have is Jared Goff. Most passing touchdowns first 3 weeks of the NFL. I like that bet. I feel like the Lions come out of the gate really strong. Did you guys hear that? The chair? Did that just come through the mic? I don't know if that went through, but the chair's doing it. The chair's squeaking. And we don't do futures because it's basically a 6-month investment. I'm impatient. I'm going to take a few shots this season. Okay. That's what I mean. Yeah, it's tough to get him. It is tough to like stay excited about that. That's why I think doing a death fantasy league is so important. But by the way, if you weren't here earlier, we're doing a death Hunnaball fantasy league that'll be floated in the Discord. It'll be in the Madden Super League, Guillotine Hunnaball Death League. Be there or be square. If they split and going and playing the Powerball, I'm going and playing the Powerball immediately after. I think the Powerball is over $1 billion right now in California. I don't know if it's different in other states, but I think you need to grease it, lol. I know, but I just bought it. I bought it like 2 weeks ago. How the hell do I need to grease it? Then I gotta buy WD-40. Here's this Caleb Williams Madden ad that I've seen 90 times already. Man. Yeah, we'll see. I'm really hoping. I mean, everything I'm hearing out of Arvell Reese is that he's awesome, which we heard from Abdul Carter last year, and Abdul Carter was awesome. He just didn't get many sacks. But yeah, like we said last stream, we need double digits out of Abdul for sure. I'm hoping at least 12, which I know is wishful thinking, but Abdul Carter said it. I saw an article yesterday. Abdul Carter set his goals high. He said he wants to be the greatest to ever do it. And why the hell not? That was the name of the article. That's not even me commentating. That's what they said. My chair was like that too. I said it greased a bit. All right. I guess it makes sense that it comes out of the box ungreased. So, all right. Fair enough. That's some dipshit in Illinois just won the $1 billion Powerball. Oh, no shit. Wow. Thanks a lot. Maybe he can give that money to the Bears and they can stay. It's crazy how one guy in Illinois could keep the Bears in Chicago. May send something to Discord, see what y'all like. Yeah, man, for sure. I'm really excited to incorporate more predictions from you guys and people I know, and really get a collective here. The Hunnaball YouTube company, that's where we're starting. Saw a video recently with the 4 main Giants pass rushers, and Kayvon was just sitting on the young guys. Yeah, was just shitting on the young guys. Yeah, shitting on the young guys. I mean, yeah, man, that's the thing. Kayvon's like the old man of the group now. All this time has passed. I was gonna wear my KT jersey today. Figured, nah, I'm good. Rather rep my buddy Don. 26-3. I just realized I didn't change the score after 2 field goals. Just kind of goes to show how into this game everyone is. 12 and 17 games is not that hard to expect from an elite pass rusher. I completely agree. It just feels so foreign. The Giants' last 10-sack man was Marcus Golden, and that did not count. Well, no. Oh, we went over this. Kayvon Thibodeau got over 10 sacks, but Marcus Golden also. Oh shit! Did Miami fumble the kickoff? Oh, I believe they did. Oh man, Giants ball. I didn't even notice. The ball is slick. Oh, you don't want to see that. You don't. I mean, I'm go Giants, but like muffing or fumbling a kickoff, even in this weather in preseason, that is a surefire way to end your NFL career. That hurts. Didn't Burns have like 16? Didn't Burns have like 16 last season? Yeah, but again, that didn't feel like it counted. You guys know what I'm saying, right? Yeah, the numbers have been there, but the Giants haven't had a guy that felt like he was the actual top 5. I love Brian Burns, but we all know those stats were inflated. I want to see Abdul Carter be like, I want to be able to argue that Abdul Carter is the best pass rusher in the NFL and like stand on it and mean it. Like we were told Micah Parsons. Let's see it. All right. There's the bot. Drop a like, Samantha. A muff punt is a fast track to a roster cut. Yeah, exactly. There's scat as well. I had to defend my take there. I said the most wrong thing ever. It's been a while since the Giants had a 10+ sack guy. It's been 4 months. 2nd 11. The Giants are kneeling it out. So as far as I'm concerned, this game's done. This game's done. It's over. Giants haven't had multiple 10-sack guys since what, JBP and Tuck? Probably. Maybe that's the better way to frame it. Multiple 10+ sack guys. Gotta love JPP. Sucks that you can't really talk about him now without mentioning the hand. Fast press rusher is going to be Dallas Turner. He looked good last week. My hot take is that Burns was not the 14th best player in the league last year, more like the top 25, and that's being generous. Yeah, no. But we watched the games. We were all here. We know ball. Brian Burns is a very fun guy, and I'm glad he's on the team, but he's definitely not the best pass rusher we have, which is so weird. Kayvon Thibodeau should be better than Brian Burns. Kayvon Thibodeau should be so good, and he just hasn't put it together, and that makes me sad. I get what you mean, though. Judon and Ooch had bullshit sacks that one year. They weren't real game changers. That's what I mean. Yeah, man. Ooch. Yeah, dude. This game's done as the Cardinals season already is. Yeah, man. This game's done as my chair is squeaky. Also, I think, if I'm not mistaken, the VeggieTales feed has now turned to new VeggieTales, which is disgusting. New VeggieTales is not good. That's not trying to shit on them. They tried, but it just didn't work out. In fact, so there you go. In case you were wondering, this is in fact new VeggieTales. They have cell phones. That's not what this story is meant to be. Just not right. Burns need to have a top 10 Madden rating in his position. How the hell is he 14th in the league overall? Is it Madden rating? Is that what we're going off, or are we going off the top 100? I actually didn't understand the top 14 player nod. I think if KT put on some weight and played a little more dynamic interior defensive line, he'd be a better role for us. Probably. They've been sliding him inside a lot, so I tend to agree with that. So, 14th league overall. That's got to be the top 100. By that, you want to talk about meaningless sports jargon, the top 100, but Top 100 NFL. Is that what we're referring to here? How is KT on run defense? I mean, he's like the rest of the team. Not great. But, oh, I see. So it is the top 100. 14? He's ahead of Patrick Mahomes, who did not have a good season, but damn, okay, 14? He's not even the Giants' best. I think I would rather have Andrew Thomas. And I know Andrew Thomas isn't going to be in the top 10. Oh my God. All right. I guess this is the last thing I want to do before we hop off here. I didn't even know the top 100 dropped. This shit's meaningless, but we're here. All right. Even the green screen itself is shrinking. Yeah, seriously. The idea of KT on the inside on pass rush downs. No, seriously. All right. Top 100. Cam Jordan slide again. I did not know Cam Jordan had 10.5 sacks. That's, you want to talk about a sneaky good season. Quentin Nelson sneaking in. Bryce Young, number 98. Congrats to him. Ernest Jones. Interesting first 10. Montez Sweat for Chicago, registering a top 10 sack season. Derek Brown, good to see him getting some love. I know he took a big step up the last couple of years, despite the injury-shortened 2024 campaign. He's been better. I feel like he didn't come out of the gate super strong, but he's been better. Kyron, T-Mac, Tuipulotu, Jeffrey Simmons getting a nod, 11 sacks in the interior, and he only gets 83rd. That's kind of bullshit. Jalen Ramsey and Bob Wagner. This has been an Unk reunion, to say the least. AJ Brown, Kelsey. I'm just trying to, it's tough to, really react to the top 100 because it's like, this is what the players think. I'm not going to dispute what an NFL player thinks of other NFL players, but it's all over the place. Trevor getting to 62. Gale was in here earlier. I don't know if he still is, but there you go. 62nd best player in the NFL. You can take that to the bank. Bo Nix climbing up the charts. Nico Collins falling. I like how there's numbers attached to these people. Jalen Hurts, the 56th best player in the NFL, apparently, behind CeeDee Lamb, which I agree with. Fred Warner, who was super hurt. So surprised he was that high. Caleb ahead of Jalen Hurts. That's interesting. I mean, I feel like we all think it, but it's tough to admit it. KT's a solid B- player. Probably got cooked on some development because state of the franchise, definitely. But hopefully he can put it together. Derwin in the top 50. Derwin in the top 50. Joe Tooney. Quinyon Mitchell, all-pro corner, gets 47. Little low in my opinion. Zach Bond, that right there at 45. He's fallen down a little bit. George Kittle going down. Joe Burrow, who was the 6th ranked player last year. Is that right? Jeez. Chris Jones going down the list. That makes sense. He's definitely phoning it in as the seasons go on. We're almost through it. 40 to 31. Trent Williams. Cooper DeJean, the preferred guy between him and Quinyon Mitchell. Jared Verse going up to 35. Love that. Nick Benito, pretty high. Dak, 31st best player in the NFL. You can hear that here first. Yeah, I mean, I got no major issues. Devin Lloyd at 27 is very high. My God. Yeah, man, Danielle Hunter sighting. Sam Darnold at 21 is so funny. That's great. That's so good. Sam Darnold at 21. That's so funny, man. That's great. Good for him. I mean, well done. Look at us. Who would have thought? I still don't think 21st best player, but I'm not going to rain on Sam Darnold's moment. James Cook, Justin Jefferson, Mahomes. They couldn't put Darnold ahead of Mahomes. Despite their two just aggressively lopsided seasons, they just couldn't do it. Brian Burns, I want to say the only Giant on this list, because Andrew Thomas just gets zero love. Unless he's in the top 10, which would be nice. I don't think it's going to happen, though. Here's the remaining guys. Yeah, no. Andrew Thomas missed the top 100, but Sam Darnold's 21. Yeah, that's cool. Can you guess who the remaining 10 players would be? I should have done that. I didn't. I should have done that. Saquon got ranked, right? I don't think they updated this list. Saquon is not a top 10 player. Fuck off, dude. Saquon Barkley in the top 10. I'm not a salty Giants fan. I'm an honest football watcher. Saquon Barkley is not a top 10 player in the NFL. Give me a break. Oh my God, dude. Whatever. Whatever, man. Whatever. All right. And this is the rest of the list. So there you go. Top 100, stupid as hell. Phoning as the season's going. Dude, that was literally just a keep as the team to a team that made a Super Bowl 3 times in a row just last year. No, but he's phoning it like he is, though. We all saw the Trevor Lawrence run. He's phoning it in as the seasons go on. I'm not saying he's bad. He's starting to take plays off. Saquon's 34. Don't worry. So then why the hell is he here? Last year's top 100 ranking number 1. Yeah, I thought so. I thought I saw him. Yeah, 34. Why the hell is he on this side of the article then? Anyway, someone messed up. Yeah, no, again, that's phoning it in as the seasons go on. Saquon is number 1. There you go. All right, well, Andre Richardson just called the stream. Just kidding. But I am actually going to head out. We are over 3 hours into this stream. Drop a like if you haven't already. I always appreciate you guys stopping by. Preseason, regular season, hell, high water, sunshine, or sleet. You guys are here showing out, and I always appreciate it. It's been a good day for Hunnaball. Been a good day for the Giants. 26-3 dub over the Dolphins. Could have been even bigger had we not kneeled out at the end of the game. Wish we ran up the score in preseason. That would have been fun. But yeah, brighter days are ahead in New York. 9 is still struggling. Hopefully, I'm still waiting for him to take that step forward. Hopefully that happens next week. One play cheat. I mean, Chris Jones has gotten worse. Like, I don't think anyone should fight me on that. How about that? I love getting these debates with Jarv. But yes, appreciate you guys for staying through. And yeah, we'll be back next week for the Giants game. I believe it's on Friday. If not, I mean, I'll be here, whatever it is. And then when the regular season starts, every game will be here. If there's football, there's Hunnaball. I can't wait. Super excited. Love you guys always. Not gonna do an outro video this time. But fuck it. All right. I said for the last time we're gonna play Jarv's song. I just haven't uploaded anything new yet to the OBS files. So we'll do the Jarv exit as well. Appreciate you guys always, and I will see you next week. Go Big Blue! Hunna ball.